Good day everybody, welcome back to another live watch along on the channel. Big game tonight, Sydney taking on the Crowies. You could arguably say this is a top 4 clash if it wasn't for Brisbane kicking so many points against Essendon last week. Adelaide would maintain their spot in the top 4, but they just currently sit outside 4th with, I think it's 0.2%. So you can basically say they're currently a top 4 team, and they're certainly a top 4 side if we're looking at form. 4 out of their last 5, whilst for us we've been a bit more patchy. Now you get back to winning ways. We had a good win against the Dogs. Played some good footy against Fremantle, but unfortunately the same old issues crept in as they powered their way to a 100-point second half, which is just crazy. So need to try and find a response this week. Let me just load up the chats correctly on the stream here. Just give me a minute. Sometimes it's just one thing that I miss out on when setting up the stream. Alright, here we go. Should be good here. Yeah, cool. I think that's good. There we go. Nice. And let me just load this up properly. Not too long till the first bounce. I think this is good. There we go. Cool. Right, well, no, good to have your company, lads. Yeah, basically top 4 clash. Been playing really good footy, Adelaide. They've been the midfield's sort of similar to ours in a way where they're humming and they've had some big performances, but also at the same time, can you trust them entirely? Because they absolutely shit the bed against Port Adelaide, and whilst for ours, the midfield has been a bit of a concern. Some of our defensive running and against the good sides, when the physicality and pressure stands up, we can succumb to their pressure and not be able to stand up to it. So. And yeah, Adelaide, with the players they got through there, Dawson and Rankin, and Barry's having a really good season too. We've got to watch out. Very good pressure side as well. Smaller ground, so that suits into 𝐓𝐴 and the Crows. And of course, the 90-point win against us last year, that was absolutely crazy. I mean, it's a bit of both. They played very well, but Christ, we were absolutely awful that night. And yeah, 𝐓𝐴 𝐼𝐶𝐞 leading the Coleman by 3 goals at the minute, so I suppose that's something nice if he wins it, but you prefer a premiership rather than a Coleman with Charlie. But he's doing his job really well. I think last week we ultimately missed out on McDonald and Amati's presence a bit. Hamling and McLean were a bit ordinary, but in comes Logan McDonald, so that will definitely help strengthen up the forward line a bit. Brandon Campbell plays his first game of the season. Yeah, I mean, he kicked, 15 goals last year. We need ultimately a bigger return from Braden, but he offers a bit of X factor, a bit of zippiness in the front half, so hopefully he offers that tonight. Malcolm Roses comes back in. He can kick a goal whilst we're not in good form or playing some good footy. He can always bob up, and Riley Bice comes back. Yeah, that's pretty understandable. Out comes Kyle. Caden Cleary dropped. Hanley, I think that's quite unlucky, but are they ultimately going to be best 23 players come the pointy end of the season in full strength? Isaac Cumming comes in. Rory Laird out injured. Hooker Hart, of course, former Swan. He'll play his former side tonight. And Taylor Walker's been out managed. So, yeah, they'll run with, of course, the usual Phil Thorpe and Fogarty. And Toby Murray is their third tall, the young ruck forward. And then, yeah, McAndrew, quite a few former Swannies. We've got Hawker Harm, we've got McAndrew. Of course, Jordan Dawson too. But, yeah, Stretcher's having a fantastic year as well. Yeah, some of his head-out work has been fantastic. He has really improved, and I think his around-the-ground work has significantly improved as well. You know, the kicking's a little bit hit and miss, but he does what a good ruckman should, not be too skillful and just hand pass it to your ball users on the outside, I suppose. Well, players getting in position, lads. Good to have your company. AFL videos, Ben off the go. Well, mate, good luck to your boys tonight. Midfield's only questionable structure. Yeah, like that has been ultimately the issue with Adelaide, like it was last year in finals. But at the minute, it's in really good form, and I think Rankin's only going to get better with more game time with him. Hopefully, he can keep his body right, and that's the same for Earl Goulden for us. And there is Isaac Rankin-Starn and Chad Warner in the middle. So yeah, it's going to be a high-octane matchup. Let's hope tonight. Match winners everywhere. Sydney taking on the Crows. Oh, it's a big game for both. I think more Adelaide because if they win this, the top 4 is very achievable. We're underway at the SCG. As we'll get the first centre clearance through James Jordan. Just a dumping ball towards half forward. He had a bit of time there, Jordan. Really good intercept mark. And he's having a great year, Wayne Muller, for sure, in all Australian calculations. And he hits an option in the corridor to find Alex Neil-Bullen. And now he'll just blast it from D50 to F50 on the edge. Good spoil from Tommy McCartan. Braden Cook having a fantastic year. Big improver. A hack kick from Fogarty was smothered. Grundy to McCartan to Mills. Back here now to Rampy. And 𝐓𝐡𝐞 will clear the 50. Well, no, actually a bit of a wobbly ball out wide here for 𝐼𝐗 And pass over the top here for Brayden Campbell, his first touch of the season. It's a nice one. Over the top here to Tom Paplin. He's on the out here, Paps. Now we'll blast it inside 50 towards the pocket. Charlie direction. Well done there. It was well defended, but McLean arrives. 𝐴𝐛𝐾, left foot snap, not too effective. Try to get over the top. It's defended okay. Miller now will clear the 50 into a patch of space in the corridor. Ground level ball to be won. Fogarty goes to the stiff arm. It's effective, but the hand pass not. Campbell in the way to intervene. Bit more blonde hair for Brayden Campbell. Maybe he's done his hair to a little bit. Edwards in the black boots. We'll like to see that. Black boots. Buzz cut. You mean business. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼, bit of a fumbly kick, but it works okay for 𝐵lakey. Has to flick out a hand pass, and they've got some good numbers here, the Crows, but we are effective with the disposal, maybe not from Jordan. Now off the turnover, Rankin, a quick one here to Neil Bullen. Goes inside 50, can they find 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼? A great spool from Rampy. Very, very well done. Yeah, lowered his colours last week, Rams, but I still think for the most part he's been pretty important this year. I think we're a lot better structurally, defensively, when he is in. And a good spoil there. Wants to redeem himself, of course, after giving away a few dodgy frees last week. Well, a bit of pace already in this game. 4:50 stoppage here for the Crows. Grundy against McAndrew. Of course, Gordon's done a bit of his changed a bit of his hairdo as well. He's got a bit more of a blonder look, so it's all happening with the hairstyles, I'll tell you. Mike Collock's son to... Yeah, no, Mike 𝐓𝐿𝐼's son's been playing the VFL. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah, the VFL boys had a scrappy win against Brisbane today. It was pummeling down with rain earlier today in Sydney, but pretty good conditions out here tonight. I couldn't watch, obviously, the whole game, given it was during the day, but no, I saw some good bits. Totoli's finishing well. I do wonder if Totoli will get a crack this year, but it does feel like there's quite a few ahead of him. I mean, Billy Cooter kicked 5 goals, so he probably comes in next week if somebody's no good. Anyway, it's a free here going Grundy's way. So holding free against McAndrew, free to Grundy. Grundy, 𝐴𝐛𝐾, really good first halves last week, and then they lowered their colours a bit as the game wore on. So let's hope they can produce more four-quarter consistent efforts. Roberts now down the line. Been quietly having a good past 2 weeks, Matty Roberts. Spoils come from Adelaide's defence. 𝐼𝐶𝐿𝐼 mops up off the spillage, and now Luke Nankervis will go back here to the Egyptian man, James Ball-Ace. Having some good games this season for the Crows. Now here to Wayne Miller, racking up with the possessions at half-back, short here to the former Swanee, Jordan Dawson. Oh, what could have been, eh? But no, he's been a fantastic get, of course, for the Crows, Jordan Dawson. As I'm sure every Sydney supporter knew it was just bad timing, eh? On the verge of a big breakout year. To be fair, it did break out in 21, but in terms of going to the next level. Brayden 𝐶𝐞 now at the wing. We'll go inboard here to Wayne Miller. And the low flat kick's no good. It's a bit too cute. Chad gets a hand in there. Campbell, really nice pickup. Quick with a hand pass to Goulden. Over the top now to Chad. Running in waves here. Warner now. Pickup's not so great, but he has a bit of time and space to recover. He just goes bang from outside 50. And just like that, Chaddy Warner kicks the first of Friday night football. You cannot give this man space, ladies and gentlemen, in the attacking zone. Yeah, it's a poor turnover there from Wayne Miller. I mean, you set forward, you're in a good spot to attack, and then you cough it up in the middle of the ground. I mean, really, if any team's doing that, it's dangerous. So, good pick-up there from Brayden Campbell too. I don't know how wet it is out there tonight, given the rain earlier today up there in Sydney, but a really nice pick-up. Tackling effort was a bit weak from Rankin, to be fair, but there's a sweeping hand pass from Goulden. Chad sort of leaves it behind, but look at that, just off a step. That's a Chad Warner type goal from outside 50. Well, it's been quite even these first minute or so. Both teams showing some attacking signs. Adelaide have possessed us early on, but we'll take that off the turnover. Of course, this is where our best football does lie. We can punish off the turnover when we're up and about. Ball back in the middle here. Jordan on Rankin. Good extracting hand pass to Grundy. Hacks it for a clearance. Miller plays in front of Lloyd and does well to halve the contest. Now Brayden 𝐶𝐞 at ground level will go down the line towards half forward. Good spool from Tommy McCartan-Mills. Great evasion. Wants to attack corridor. It's a good looking kick here for Isaac 𝐴𝐛𝐾. Quick hands. Pops it to James Jordan. Now he has a bit of space. He's going to go deep here inside 50. Brayden Campbell at the back. And he takes the mark as the hands in the back. No. Well done. Didn't push didn't push him in the back too much by the looks of it then. Well done there, James Jordan. That was a fantastic hand pass in traffic too. That led to the clearance. And there we go. We're out the front again, in space. This is where we're dangerous. Yeah, definitely hands in the back there, but obviously the severity was quite low and not big enough to give away free. Braden Campbell, for his first of the season, what a start this would be. He started well, Braden Campbell. Led to our first goal and kicks one himself. And yeah, the small forward department's probably been one of our weaker areas in terms of our list this season. So, you know, 𝐓𝐴𝐸 𝐿𝐼's shown some signs, and Adelaide, I thought, showed some signs last week too. So it's an area we really want to get cracking on the stroke of September. Obviously, Tommy Papley we all know and love, but it's really past Papley. It's who's really going to demand spots and take their chances. Of course, Rose earlier this year certainly did, but he's been in and out of the side now and back in tonight. So, it's a good goal from Campbell. But yeah, that's some bad defending there from the Crows. It was a little bit too easy from us running through the corridor, and that's where we like it. Yeah, obviously the severity wasn't too much. Definitely there, Ben, but if it isn't there, it isn't there, I suppose. Bit stiff there, Warrior. It's such a unfortunate position. Anyways, good win in the middle of the ground here. Another centre clearance. Grundy pops it over the top here to Callum Mills. We'll go inside 50 here. Another deep entry. McLean's in a good spot, but so's Mark Keane. Impressive intercept mark from the Irishman. And this is another fellow Adelaide Crow that's not only going to, most definitely going to make their side better with his inclusion a few weeks ago. Miller and out to Josh Worrell down the line. Good looking kick here for 𝐸𝐿𝐼. Good mark against Mills. I want to go quick by hand here, the Crows. Toby Murray, he gets it back in ball towards the stretch direction. Oh, what a mark from Big McAndrew. Quickly plays on now with a hand pass over the top. Benny Keys in a bit of space. He's going to go for goal here. Keys, not a bad effort. Is it home? Yes, it is. What a... Wait. What's going on? Wait, have they called that a goal? I thought he missed. Oh, jeez. Bit of controversy here. I don't think that went through. They've called it a goal. But Fox Footy have paid it as a point. Let's see. Benny Keys, nah. No, it's a miss. He kicked the point. Well, this will most definitely be coming back. Because for a sec I was like, that's a point. Then I saw the goal umpire didn't signal a point. Well, geez, I'll tell you, Ben Keys, he had 𝐓𝐴𝐸 on a very good lead in the pocket. He decided to go himself. A bit selfish there. Oh, just the behind it is. And to be fair, that goal umpire was the one who signalled the correct decision against the Saints where Riley Bice back with a fly saved a goal. So we can't be criticising him too much if there's any Sydney supporters not happy. Right, well, first score of the game for the Crows. Ben Keys unlucky. Now 𝐸𝐿𝐼 out of the 50 with this long kick in. McLean couldn't take the full mark. Peatling. McAndrew to Cumming. They're going to repeat entry here, the Crows. 𝐸𝐿𝐼 gets in good position for the Spurs. Somewhat misses it. Ball in here in a dangerous spot for Adelaide. Nobody's perfect, I suppose, Dark Horse. Oh, jeez. Happens, I suppose. 4:50 stoppage here for the Crows. Grundy with a big slap. Heaney will get the clearance, but not effective. Neil Bullen back the other way. Snapping shot for goal. Is it home? I think it is. Looks like Neil Bullen's got the first for the Crows. And he does. Well, I did see that actually. Well, I did see it quite a bit last night with the Saints and Geelong game, especially the first quarter where the Saints would actually be winning the clearance from the back 50, but it was just an ineffective hack kick. And the Geelong forwards were alert, front position, and were able to score some goals off it. And that's pretty much the same as last night. So, although Handy get the clearance, Neil Bullen just sort of on his lonesome there. Yeah, I mean, Cunners just protecting a bit of space. Not really anybody, to be fair. Good goal from Neil Bullen. But they make us pay there. Jeez, how big are these blueberries, by the way? They're fucking massive. Absolutely humongous. Getting your bang for buck. Getting your bang for buck when you've got big blueberries. Anyway, we win another centre clearance. 𝐓𝐴 held. No, as well defended from Keys. And back the other way, the Crows will hug it forward through 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐼ng. Mills, though, mops it up okay. Just has to hold it in. Does well. Umpire's ball. Grundy with the hit out. Tap from Bice into space. Only as far as Taylor and now 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐼ng with another inside 50 here for the Crows. Well sport there from Will Edwards. McCartan, Bice, bit fumbly there. But the boundary is his friends, so we'll have another ball in. So another ball in here. Grundy in front position. Who can get that ground ball? 𝐼𝐴 can. Good hands from... Oh, I thought the hands from Taylor were good enough for McAndrew, but not quite. So if we control the time in forward half, I'd say this first 5 minutes or so, Adelaide, getting their hands on it. Get some repeat entries. Whilst we've been able to be that slightly bit more efficient so far with the first two. Grundy. Heaney to 𝐵𝐿𝐼, just shovels it out of the 50, but poorly read there from Roses as Josh Worrell intercept marks. So they'll get another inside 50 here, the Crows. They'll set it up. Mills has to go, but 𝐵𝐿𝐼thorpe in a dangerous spot. Drop the mark. Robot on a hack clearance out of there. Just need to bring one to ground, but nope, Chad slips over. 𝐷𝐿𝐼 Hahn, the former Swanee, takes the intercept mark. So now inside 50, just another high ball. You'd think one of their tools are due for a big mark, but McCartan with a good spoil, who has been fantastic this season, Tommy McCartan. Oh, geez, that's uncharacteristic there from 𝐵𝐿𝐼thorpe. Usually eats that. Yeah, it definitely is a little bit wet out there. So forward 50 stoppage here. McAndrew, good border. 𝐼𝐴, great roving. Snap for goal. He's home. He sneaks it home. Isaac, good goal there from the star forward. 2 in a row for the Crows. So it's another goal from a forward 50 stoppage. And it's been one of the weaknesses this year. They're conceding scores from stoppages. One of the lower-ranked teams in the competition. Scored too many points. I think they're showing earlier in the broadcast. I think since round 30, I'm actually ranked last for it. So it's going to show so far. We've already conceded 2 in the first quarter. Let's see again. Yeah, great movement from 𝐼𝐴. That was Heaney's man. Didn't really get the greatest purchase on the snap either. Just got the distance on it on right side of the post. Yeah, it's a bit poor there from Heaney, to be fair, Anthony, mate. Haven't really got the most control in this first quarter so far. I mean, we've been able to capitalise, but I think before it was like 3 to 14 marks. They get a centre clearance here, the Crows, and that's going to be paid to Mark. Mills has to bring that to the ground. Neil Buller now will quickly play on. Good smother from Mills. This one will drop short. Who's there to win it? Cumming is. He dishes the hands into space for Soligo to go and get. Campbell, can he tackle? It's a decent effort. He's legged him. Yeah, no, definitely there. Got him at the legs. Soligo can probably go for goal here. Yeah, unlucky there from Campbell. We wrapped them up okay. We just had to have more teammates around him there to make that second effort and complete the hole in the ball. Well, Jake Soligo to get this out for 7 points for the Crows early on. Kicks on its way. It's going to be across the face. And through for a minor score. Now trying to get some control in the game. Yeah, last inside 50s, 6 of them are gone to Adelaide. So it's just been repeat entry after repeat entry, forward half turnover after forward half turnover. So need to win some contests up the ground here. Mills now. McLean brings it to ground. McDonald, can he wrap Keane up? No, he can't. Bit too easy there. Soligo goes for the high. No, sorry, 𝐵𝐿𝐼ng goes for the high and he wins it. Need to see a bit more from Sheldrick. I thought he was a bit low at his colours last week. To be fair, he played about 50% time on ground. But just the 8 touches. Felt he missed a bit of his presence around the ball. Curtin now inboard here to 𝐓𝐡𝐞 former Giant, inside 50. Another one here for the Crows. Under siege here. Oh, geez. We've spoiled it right down Fogarty's throat, and he's gold another here for Adelaide. Well, after getting the first two, Adelaide have got 3 in a row, and they've got it out now to an 8-point margin. Well, the defence has been under siege these last couple of minutes, so just can't really win any sort of contest up the ground. We boot it out of the 50. There's not really much to be won there at the minute. Let's see. Yeah, a spoil from Edwards went right down Fogarty's throat. Yeah, geez, a few of these shots at goal from the Crows have been like right on the edge of the post. 𝐴𝐿 getting a bit of a test. Yeah, so the spoil was there from Edwards, but just Fogarty just simply crumbing and no one on him. Oh, geez, we need a bloody start getting a bit of ferociousness here around the ball. The pressure's dropping off. And they're going to win another centre clearance here. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 pops it over the top here to Berry. And he can now blast his way inside 50 with a deep entry. Not the greatest for Fogarty, but he puts it in a dangerous spot. So forward 50 stoppage coming up here for Adelaide. It's another inside 50. Just can't get our hands on it at the minute. McLean with a hit out, but 𝐓𝐡𝐞 gets there first. Sarong. Wild hand pass. They work the hands nicely. 𝘼𝐿𝐴 for another. It's another goal from a forward 50 stoppage for the Crows. They've started really well as the KO's buffeted. Good timing. Bloody hell. Oh, geez. Not good hand passing there. McLean hit out right down to a Crows place. Sarong coughs it up. And I didn't see who that slick hand pass was from that Adelaide forward. I think it was Zach Taylor. And a great, clever finish from Josh 𝘼𝐿𝐴. It's another one to the Crows. 4 goals, 2 plays 2 goals zip. Yeah, it was Taylor. Really clean hands and great snap from 𝘼𝐿𝐴. I need to wake up here. I mean, we started off the game okay. I mean, Adelaide got the first few inside 50s of the game. We're able to kick 2 quick ones. But, yeah, no, it's been a stoppage and contested possession dominance, it feels like so far. Not really looking clean whatsoever our way. Good goal from 𝘼𝐿𝐴. Grundy with a hit out. Heaney now over the top here to 𝐴𝐿𝐴. Back here to Jake Lloyd. Kick is smothered. Oh, that's going to be kicking in danger. 𝐴𝐿𝐴 now just barrels it back the other way. Inside 50 now. Good spoil there from Worrell. And now Mark Keane has a bit of a fumble. Kerno has to go in. McDonald. Who was there to hunt? Roses plays a good tackle. Held him. That's unlucky. So I do finally apply a tackle, but it's a free against. Warren now to Wayne Miller. And we'll hit a good kick into space. That's a nice one for young 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴. And 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴 now over the top. We'll work it short here to 𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐴 coming. And now we'll drop it short here for Michael Lunny. Of course, we bidded on him. Would have loved him, but father-son rule went to the Crows. It's a good find, of course. Deep now to the pocket. Geez, they moved the ball way too easily there, the Crows, and there we go. 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴 takes the mark. And he quickly plays on into... Oh, 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴's wasted it. Jeez, all right, that's an absolute let-off there. Well, it's been all Adelaide really these last 10 minutes now. Can't really get any sort of control in the game. Lloyd now drops it short here to Matty Roberts. Yeah, 20 marks to 4. Saying that the other minute ago, not really much control with the marks, and there it is. Chard now brings it to ground. Berry hunts in, same with Sheldrick. Oh, geez, hold the ball. That's unlucky for Gus. Suppose he had to make a better effort to get rid of it. Now Berry. Out across here to Miller. Now hits the 45 out here to Braden Cook. We'll play on now. Go deep inside 50. It's a good kick for 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐴 and he takes the mark. Jeez, he looks like twice the size of Dane Rampy on him. Oh, dearie me. Not looking good. Started off okay, but could be fine unanswered here if Adelaide kick this one. Yeah, we'll see, Lenzo. Perhaps the writing is on the wall because, since we started, I think 9-1, we've gone 4-3. So we'll see, I suppose. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿 now. Can he go on this one through? No, he can't. Run inside the post. So 4-4 now. Just need to find a response here. But can't really get the ball in on forward 50 at all whatsoever. So that is the concern. Mills now will clear this out of the 50. Down the line. 𝐴𝐥𝐿 can't quite take the mark. He had a good fly at it. Ground level ball to be won. Row bottom. Hunts in okay. And Heaney just socks it down the line. But they've got the spare here of Mark Keane. McDonald, can he apply a bit of heat here? Mark Keane back here to Miller up. And he's now going to go for a long switch here. And it's a good kick for 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿. How about that for a kick from Miller? 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿 now plays on. Kicks it into space over the top. Works for Braden Cook. Plays on now, goes down the line. Who can fly here? Keys brings it to ground. Dawson, that should be on the ball, and it is. Good tackle from Callum Mills. Both skippers going at it. Mills now at half back. Here, Riley Bice. 7.5 minutes to play here. 2 goals plays, 4 goals for. Bice now down the line, returning from the VFL. Spoils come from the Adelaide defence. McAndrew, Roses. Can he halve this contest? He, well, wins a stoppage at least. Also another player returning in from the VFL, of course, too. Another ball up here. Grundy with the hit down only as far as Rankin. Sharks the hit out. Cook now to 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐿 around the corner. In the direction of Fogarty. Good spoil from Edwards. Oh no, he's given away high. Well, he got up there, Will Edwards. But unfortunately gave away the free. So Adelaide now with a switch. Keane. Cross here to Miller up. So Warren now down the line. Has to go here. Mills the spoil, but couldn't get there in time. Good mark from Isaac Cumming, former Giants. We'll play on now, and that's a good looking kick to Riley 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿. Peels off, plays on now. Inside 50, hits into the hot spot. Jake Lloyd now has a bit of time and space, and we'll just clear the 50. It's not the greatest kick, but Warner takes a beautiful mark. Wow. Shuddy Warner. That's one for the Hilux package. Well, geez, won't get the team up and about, I suppose. Oh, we'll just dump it down the line here into a bit of nothing. Geez, we've kicked that right to Mark Keane. Christ almighty. Doesn't really seem to be any method with our ball movement, and Will Edwards misses that one, and out the back, McAndrew, he can get a goal here. Geez, that's poor defending from us. Well, Chad takes a beautiful mark. I literally say, well, can that lift the team? We dump an absolute nothing burger kick into nobody, and then Adelaide just waltz their way through. I mean, who on earth is on McAndrew there? Uncontested options galore. Well, let's see the former Swan can kick one on us here. 5 goals 2 this season. Great year he's having. Overtaken O'Brien. And he slots it through the middle of the former Swan. Another one of the Crows. And geez, that one hurts off a fantastic mark from Warner. But geez, dearie me, this is looking quite bleak all of a sudden. Now 22-point margin, 5.5 minutes to play. Feels eerily similar to the first team in the grand final against the Lions, where they just dominated the uncontested marks and possessions. And we just didn't really have any sort of answers. So it's looking eerily similar to that. And Edwards misses that half volley. Rochelle gets in front, and McAndrew all on his lonesome. So 5 goals 4, plays 2 goals straight. Geez, need to find a response here, but it's not looking likely at the minute. Adelaide in all sorts of control. So ball back in the middle here. Hit out from McAndrew. Chad now hunts it. Gets the clearance. Gulden, a half forward here. He's dispossessed. Dawson hunts. Gets the hand pass out. Rowbottom at ground level here. Goes in again. Flicks it out. Now Pupley in a bit of space. Gets a nice rove. The snapshot from Pupley looks great. Great goal, Tommy Pupley. That's why he's important to us. Gets a much needed goal our way. Well, at least we're accurate when we get the opportunity. 3 goals straight. We'll take that. Well, there we go. We just need to win some sort of contest for the ball. And Pupley, great ground level rove. Knew his awareness, knew he had a bit of time and space, and snaps a beauty. I'll take that. Well, he's up and about, Paps. We'll have to see it. Well, later that, ball back in the middle, and we'll get a centre clearance here through Sheldrick. Chat to Gus. Not 15. Well, I think it was a touch ball, actually, for Jordan. Pupley goes in again. Just hacks a hand pass forward. Miller intercepts it. And he'll clear back the other way here for the Crows. Kick towards the wing. It's neat enough, but Rampy defends it well. Roberts now. Back inside 50 here. McDonald against Sporlace. McDonald keeps his feet. McDonald soccers. And it's across the face, but... well, I suppose we'll take the forward 50 stoppage here. Well, we'll take it 450 stoppage. Let's see if we can lock it in here. Grundy, McAndrew, both teams go at it. Now Berry will clear the 50 here. And, oh no, he's made a mirror of that. Non-preferred kick out in the full. So... get another inside 50 off it. James, hopefully going well, mates. Ellie and Edits, hopefully going well too, my friends. Tommy McCartan will have the peel here on the wing. Inside 50 now. McDonald's got a good, good stuff. Well done, Logan. You could see from a split second away, he was in a really good spot to take that grab, and he does. As we said before the game, Kerner obviously fantastic last week, but it felt like we missed a bit of a presence without Umadi or McDonald, so that's an important mark there. Just needs to go back and convert. Good there from Grundy, just shepherding McAndrew, not allowing him to go up for the mark. Logan McDonald to get this game back to 10 points. Kicks on its way. And, oh, hits the woodwork. Unlucky. Knocked a little bit off the face right away. So that's our first behind of the game. But last 2 minutes been a bit better from us. Let's see if we can sustain it. That's a great kick from Michael Lunny out of the 50 to find Cook on the wing. Cook now will measure a decent looking kick there for Peatling, but it does go out of bounds before Peatling can get there. So Lasso free. Nick Blakey's ball. Well, it could really go either way, Alien Edits. I've got the Pies in a close one. But you'd expect the Blues to bounce back off last week. They'll get up for those games, and they're usually close ones. Campbell, a good tackle. That should be on the ball, and it is. No, sorry, it's Isaac Heaney. Braden Campbell and Heaney have the same hair colour, so it's hard to sort of differentiate them from an angle. Heaney, good tackle. Now inside 50 with a dangerous kick to the square. Somebody who can fly. Good roving from McLean. Oh, geez, just couldn't get a shoe on it. And it's rushed through for a minor score. So 3 goals 2, plays 5 goals 4. Yeah, could have been kicking danger there from Rowbottom. 𝐓𝐴 to bring it back in the play. With the kick in. Oh, that's an interesting matchup. Curtin and Joss are on. And Curtin wins out. Now down the line. McCartan, a good spot for this one. Murray can't take the mark. Grundy now hits it to space for Blakey. Repeat entry here. McLean, not really the great positioning. Yeah, just wasn't the most advantageous kick from Keane. Had all the leverage there. Good intercept mark. And now they quickly shift the ball here, the Crows. Brandon Cook. Scott Cummings is a short option over the top. Doesn't want to go to him. And now on board here to 𝐴𝐿𝐴. So, yeah, quick. Feels there's a clear direction with Adelaide, wanting to methodically work the ball with some uncontested marking options. That's where they've dominated this first quarter. Dawson, always a handy target down the line, takes the mark against James Jordan. Quickly plays on now. We'll go inside 50 here. Who can fly? Good spoil from Bice. Looks like he just got a hand in there. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 can't keep it in. Ball in. 𝐸𝐴, off they go. Well, mate, welcome. So Adelaide kicked 3 goals from 450 stoppages this first term. Big concern from our point. Let's see if we can not concede another. That would be handy. Grundy front positioning. Sort of fumbles the ball down to Jordan. Now Gordon has a bit of time and space to clear the 50. High ball down the line. McLean, can he fly? Good spoil from Mark Keane. Back into the corridor. Slap forward from Cumming. Good pressure there from Dawson. Rankin now taps into space here for Taylor. Can't quite get it. McCartan under the pump. Just jams a hand pass. A nothing one really. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 dispossessed. Dawson now. Flying snap at goal. And it's across the face. Yeah, those ground level plays in the 450 Adelaide looking really dangerous so far. Seems at ground level in our back 50, we're getting outdone a little bit too easy. So certainly an area of concern. Well, 𝐵lanky will bring it back into play here. Short kick. Tom McCartan. Jeez, that's a fucking sour blueberry. Oh, jeez, McCartan. That is an awful kick. Good mark from Cumming, to be fair. A bad turnover inside 50, and then, yeah, McCartan gets done with the tick lead from Murray. So the youngster can pop home another here for the Crows. Jeez. It looked like he overkicked it a bit, Tom. He wanted to go long down the line, it looked like, with the amount of power he put in the kick, but just made an absolute mare of it. And a really good kick from Cumming. Rewarded the strong lead there of Murray, and he can kick one here on 𝐸𝐴𝐶. So let's see. Toby Murray. He's had some good games this season, the youngster. Can he slot this one through? He sure can. So that's a handy goal for the Crows on the stroke of quarter time. 18 seconds to play. 3 goals 2, plays 6 goals 5. 21-point margin for the Crows. Now, I tell you, just a bad turnover. Simple as that from Tom. Long down the line, you think he's going with that one, and row bottom can't bring that 1-on-1 mark to ground. Yeah, really good kick there from Cumming. McCartan just sagging off his opponent there. And Murray kicks truly. Well, the last few minutes have been better from us, getting a bit more field position, but that one hurts. That one definitely does hurt. Ultimately, this first term's been a big concern. So, let's try not to, I suppose, concede another before quarter time. That'd be handy. So, ball back in the middle. Andrews slap forward there from Soligo. Taylor back to Peatling. They might get one last chance here. The Crows know it's a bad kick. Well, feels the centre clearances have actually been a little bit even. But yeah, Adelaide have been really around the ground a lot more tougher and cleaner than us. Another intercept mark. They've been dominating the Skies, the Crows, and a great first term from Adelaide. They head into the quarter time sheds with a 21-point margin. 6 goals 5 plays, 3 goals 2. 18 inside 50s to 11. Clearance is pretty even, actually. 10-9. Contested ball +4. But it just feels like, in general play, they've been dangerous at ground level, whilst we've been a little bit fumbly, haven't been able to apply tackles well here or there. The work rate's been really good. And I mean, ultimately, the Crows just moved the ball a little bit too easy. Dominating the marks and uncontested possessions. Can't really shut it down. And that has been one of the issues this year. Some of our games this year, with the 4.5 pressure hasn't been good enough. And that's exactly what we're seeing in the first quarter. So disposals +17. That's the marks stat. Yeah, 41-9. I mean, that's an absolute smashing. So really need to kill that from Adelaide's game. They're getting all the control. Putting the defence under quite a bit of siege as well. What are the inside 50s again? Yeah, like -7 inside 50s already. So, but I suppose we've been able to capitalise okay off our more limited opportunities. I mean, we have kicked... Well, McDonald probably should have kicked that one. Could have been 4 goals, 1. But yeah, 3 goals, 2 from 11 inside 50 is probably not the worst. Yeah, it's been a concerning start from us. We're just not really looking on at ground level. They've been alert, the Crows. I mean, yeah, Berry's been getting busy in there. Peatling's had a pretty good start at this game, and even at half back, like your Wayne Millerers and your Mark Keanes have been really influential in the air. So, yeah, need to find a way to start equalising this one. And step up mistakes. Yeah, I mean, that one late from Tommy McCartan wasn't too ideal. Feels like we lost every single marking contest. Yeah, it does feel like that a little bit, Kevin. Like, Christ, it feels like every one-on-one marking contest we seem to be losing out, and that's reflecting the mark stats. What was it, 41-9? I mean, that's an absolute smashing. So, I think that's probably one of the biggest concerns that Cox would have at quarter time to just address the troops. But yeah, we're looking a little bit flat too. There's not really much. Not really much energy on our ball movement or how we're going at things. So, yeah, concerning start. Let's see if we can equalise it a bit. I mean, we've sort of had these games this season at home where we've started off a little bit ordinary. Teams have been able to get the jump on us, and then we seem to work our way back in. But they're looking a lot more controlled than us, the Crows. We'll see what happens, I suppose. The other big thing that it's a bit disappointing so far is, geez, the pressure from us the first half last week was fantastic. Not really seeing that whatsoever. Not really hunting in packs and forcing some turnovers and dangerous spots. Adelaide have just been able to move the ball as they please. So hopefully we can turn the screws and get that back in our favour. Pressure way down from... Yeah, no, exactly right, Merck. Just read your message, yeah. Like, literally, the pressure's been not great from us. And, yeah, I mean, three of the goals as well coming from 450 stoppages too, and that's been one of the weak areas for us this season as well. Well, 21 points in favour of the Crows at quarter time. But, yeah, they're looking a lot more settled than us, moving the ball well, hitting targets nicely inside 50. Phil Thorpe's been able to get his hands on it. Dawson with the 5 disposals. Cook on the wing's been pretty neat with 4 marks. Yeah, Miller has just been patrolling the half-back line. We'll see how many intercept possessions he's got. Intercept possessions. 2 of them are, but yeah, Mark Keane's got 6 intercept possessions already in the first term. Yeah, really need to start ramping up the pressure. Crows are moving the ball a bit too easy for our liking. 10 more inside 50s. Yeah, since the 10-minute mark, this is 10 more inside 50s. Pressure rating 206. 33 points more than us on the scoreboard. 9+ in the contested possessions. So, yeah, concerning stats from our side of things. Well, just join us, lads. Players getting back positions for this second term. Bit of a bleak first quarter, I can't lie. There's just, yeah, look a bit flat out there. There was that probably 2-3 minute patch where he started to get back on top a little bit, and then you have that bloody turnover from Tom McCartan that costs us, so... No, Crows looking very good, so let's see what this second term entails. Cunners and Malcolm Rose, they just showed, had 0 touches. Anyone else have donuts? No, just those 2. Right, well, not looking the most Greatest from us so far. Let's see if we can turn things around a bit this second term. Right, underway for the second term. McAndrew and Grundy guard it. No one really gets the hit out. Heaney now extracts it out here. The Chud gets the centre clearance. Bouncing ball inside 50 here. McDonald gets a good rove. Campbell. Good pressure there from Mark Keane. Both teams going at it in and Curvis now to Mark Keane. And we'll get the clearing kick here. Good spall there from Cunners. 1% to his stat sheet. Now Chad Warner off hands. Oh, that was clean. Now we'll go inside 50 with this kick. McKean's been dominating, gets a hand on it. McDonald pushed out illegally though. He'll get the free. Oh, well, good start here if he can kick this through, Logan. Had a signer in the first term. We're at the post. Slide angle here from about 45 out. There's the dance steps there from Chad. Dwayne Russell would like that. McDonald's been one of the more accurate goal kickers this season. 26 goals, 11. Let's see if we can go this one through for the first of the second term. Kicks on its way, and it sneaks home. Much needed. Get the first of the second term. So I think we'll see it again. It was a free against Mark Keane. But as we said in the first quarter, it felt like Miss McDonald's presence last week, so important to see him goal there. Yeah, just a hold of the arm there from Keane. Free was there. Right, so margin back to 15 points. So ball back in the middle here. 4 goals, 2 plays, 6 goals, 5 in favour of the visiting team. McAndrew completely misses the hit out. And Grundy picks up the scraps. Jordan can't quite extract that hand pass out, but Michael Lanny, well, pressures him well enough for a turnover. Dawson back the other way. Keys, that's a good gather in the middle of the ground here to Berry. Got to apply this tackle. Got some numbers around this ball, but the Crows still get it out. Just had to win that ball back there towards half forward. That's a great spoil there from Rampy. Ball in here on the wing. So ball in here, centre wing. Sir Dane. Nearing 300 games, Rampy. I wonder if he'll finish up this year or go for one more. Grundy now hits it in the space. Dawson mopping up this one. And ball in here, centre wing. So another ball in here. McAndrew and Grundy going at it. Grundy with the hit outs. Rankin, though, beats his man and will get the clearance here. Back the other way. Good roving there from Rochelle on his left shoe. Finds Fogarty. Peels off, plays on now. And he'll go deep kick here towards the square. Good one for 𝐓𝐿𝐴. Well done, Matty Roberts. Gets a hand in there well. Now Braden Campbell. A nice measure kick here to McDonald out in the wing. McDonald now here to Matty Roberts. Flicks the hands now to Nick Blakey and wants to attack corridor here. Now McCartan back here to Nick Blakey. Pins the ears, drops a short kick. Nice one there to Goulden, drops it in a bucket. Goulden now. He probably has the leg here. And he is going to go deep to the square. Can Heaney fly? Oh, well done, Dawson, back with a fly. Well, that's where Blakey is so good. When you catch him in stride, he's so important to our transition game. Yeah, chopping of the arms probably could have been there. I thought Roberts got a spoil on that one. Ball in here. 4:50 stoppage. Let's see if we can cash in with the goal with Adelaide kicking 3 from that source in the first quarter, but the Crows a bit too easily get the ball out of the 50. But Curtin's kick's no good, so it'll be a last disposal free. Sad day rolls. Why is that? Can he do something? No, pretty rough from your mob, Cummers, mate, with Butters and Horn Francis going down. I mean, not down, to be fair. Horn Francis, suspension, but sort of same thing. He won't play this week. Clearing kick now from 𝐼𝐵. Mills in a good spot. Oh, 𝐸𝐿 gives away holding free off the ball. So it'll be free to 𝐷𝐿agh. Not really looking too threatening going inside 50. That's safe to be said as this game has gotten on. Adelaide have probably been able to get the ball out a little bit too easy for our liking. 𝐸𝐿𝐴 takes the mark. He started well, Josh 𝐸𝐿𝐴. Now a deep kick here into the pocket. 𝐵𝐿𝐴. Oh, too strong. Great mark there against Edwards. So let's see if we can guide this one through. That's Cummers. All the best, mate. That's no good. Condolences, mate. Yeah, no, I used to walk a neighbour's dog, and yeah, eventually just got on with old age, and I think it was the other year ago, sister and I just paid him a visit. Could barely walk. 𝐼𝐿𝐴, this would be something. He's had a few siders in this game so far. Can he guide this one through? The kick's on its way. It looks pretty good. What an effort from 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Felt he was due a goal, and he kicks a beauty. So Adelaide get a responding goal. Well, again, it's come from contested marks. I don't know if 𝐸𝐿𝐴's one is a contested mark on the wing there, but a one-on-one mark and then another mark inside 50 to Adelaide. So they just continue to control the skies. So it was Edwards' man there. He's a hard man to beat, 𝐵𝐿𝐴. Just couldn't get to the drop of the ball. 𝐵𝐿𝐴 protected that space really well. So 𝐵𝐿𝐴 kicks a beauty. Back out to 21 points. The margin, it was what it was at quarter time. And I tell you, we've been probably a lot better of a side this year with contested marking, but tonight we're just getting a pasting in that area so far, so let's hope we can rectify it. Ball back in the middle here. McAndrew spent it before he earned it. Oh, clever slap though. And the Crows make it work from inside away out. As now Cook goes inside, kick 50. He can't quite hit Taylor on the full. So boundary throw in here. That was really good work and tight from those Adelaide bids. So 450 stoppage for Adelaide. Let's see what they can muster here. McAndrew and Grundy. Berry now taken over by Sheldrick. Another ball in here. Grundy, Sarong dispossessed. Good pressure here from Adelaide. Turn it over. Cook, though, too much. No, he got the hand pass away. Those offloading hand passes, I tell you, that's been a weaknesses of ours. Worrell, that's a bit of an old kick inside 50. Completely made a mare of that. Well on there from Nate Curvis. And he could just have a flying snapper goal here towards the direction of 𝐵𝐿𝐴. Spoils come. Gordon now at ground level has a bit of time to mop up. Hand pass over the top here to Jai Sarong. Cunningham. Oh, geez. Don't really have any sort of exit, and we just have a bad turnover there from the old man Cunners right down to Ben Keys. Good forward pressure from the Crows. So Benny Keys, well, probably on the cusp of his range here. He's going to set this one up in the Fogarty direction. Just over his head, ball from 𝐸𝐿𝐴. Keys. Ball in. So another 450 stoppage here for the Crows. Gordon, not very much to go to. Just blast out of the 50. Bouncing ball. Blakey can get on the end of this one. Campbell is there. He does give it to Blakey. Not really much to go to. He just marches orders for Campbell to provide the run, but nothing there. Black with a flight. Worrell can't take the mark. Papley, something from nothing. Able to win back possession. Centre a ball inside 50. It's not the most effective kick. Can we force a turnover here? But the Crows' defence mop up well by hand. And now Curtin connects out the outer side. And they find on the wing McAndrew against Grundy again. They just seem to find that exit a little bit too easily, the Crows, from the back 50. Can't really lock it in whatsoever, our end. McAndrew now on the wing finds Jordan Dawson short. So Dawson on the wing. And 𝐼𝐴 in front position there on Curtin. Back now here to Tom McCartan. Now to Gordon. And pass over the top here to Riley Bice. Over the top, works well for Edwards. And quickly goes by hand here to Nick Blakey. So Blakey down the line. It's a nice kick, finds Braden Campbell. Papley now provides an option. How's the kick from Campbell? Oh, geez, I tell you, that is a beautiful kick from Campbell. Could not be any better than that. Now, need another good kick here from Papley, but no good. Berry there, back with a flight, takes a good intercepting grab. And back across here to Peatling. 9 intercept marks to 2 for the Crows, so intercept marks, contested marks in general 50 to 18. My God, and they continue to pile up the marks here in the back 50. 40 to 15 uncontested marks. Neil Bullen to Dawson. A touch ball towards the wing. And they work the hands, the Crows, well. Dawson, but the kick's no good. McLean with an intercept mark. No, sorry, McCartan. It looked like McLean from an angle. Now to Cunners. Back here to Gordon. Inside 50 now. Who can fly? McDonald crushes well. Jordan a snapping shot. And no good out in the full. Well, that was good there from McDonald. The man in that footy just couldn't take the whole thing. Yeah, feels like we've lacked quite a good enough presence relative to the Crows when we've gone inside 50. Worrell now out of the 50. Thilthorpe can't take that one. Ball at ground level. Rampy. Tackle well from Curtin. So ball in here on the wing. So another ball in here. McLean hits it down. Josh Sarong. Jordan hunts in well. Peatling now. Sheldrick can't quite tackle Peatling there. That's going to be high against McLean. It's where Peatling does it well. He does well to win those frees. Peatling now down the line. Try and kill this one. Curtin with the spoil only as far as Bice. Hand pass not the greatest for Sheldrick. However, the footy, though, from Gunson, it's always good to see. Spin off the go well, mate. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate, given you put 100 points on us in the second half. But, yeah, geez, perhaps the writing is on the wall. Like, the form just hasn't really stacked up from us this back half of the season. And we're just completely getting outplayed here. But we're hanging in there okay these last few minutes. Just need to start putting scores on the board. But there we go. From inside out, Crows kill us there. Keys on the outer, all in his lonesome. And we'll now set up here for the big 𝐓𝐿𝐶𝐞. Good spoil there from Edwards. Good contest there from Mills and Berry. Sheldrick kick, no good. Out in the full. Doesn't really seem to be any sort of method in our attack. It's just dump kicks. It's sort of improvising. In the last few weeks, the metres gained hand passing stats been a lot more lower than our season average. So, yeah, it's clear that we've tried to get a bit more balance in our game, but it feels also we've been lacking a bit of the hand. Oh, geez, the spoil out the back, coming goals. Lack of communication from us there as the Crows get on another goal. So margin continues to blown out here. 2 in a row for Adelaide, 4 goals to 8. Oh, it should have been an easy intercept mark there, but the spoil, I think it was from Roberts, coming out the back, goals. 4 goals to 8 goals, 5. 27 points. 21 at quarter time. Yeah, I mean, that's a 3-on-1 contest, a 3-on-1. Unbelievable. I mean, you just can't be conceding stuff like that. That's poor defending. Coming goals out the back. Well, that's what wingmen can do. They can always catch you out the back like they do there. But, geez, that's just absolutely awful. We've got the outnumber in that situation. Deary me. We're almost halfway through this second term. It's not really looking great. Ball back in the middle. Murray with the hit-outs. McLean, a little soccer forward. Now Miller up. Hand passing in tight's been good, the Crows, as they work their way through the middle of the ground. But good tackle from Roses. That should be holding the ball. No, nothing paid. Jeez, that's a rough call. Dawson. Turnover here. Rolly Bice. This is where we need to see Bice in full flights. Papley over the top here to Chad. This one sits up for okay. We'll take a snapping shot here. Charlie Warner. Good stuff. Well done. Near to that. Well, that starts with Bice. Really good burst there through the middle of the ground. That's where we need him. His attacking threats. He's been a bit of an onside this first half, Rolly Bice, so far. So, well, 5 goals 2 plays 8 goals 5. I think, yeah. I mean, it's been actually an even second term in favour in terms of the actual scores. So. Yeah, Bice, well done there. Good pressure. Forced a turnover. That's what we want to see more of. One around the corner. Clever finish. He's got 2, Chad. Yeah, he's in some sort of form these last 2 months now, Chad Warner, I tell you. Yeah, it was a bloody beautiful fly, Smith, and then literally Chad turns over in the middle of the ground and we can see a goal off it. Anyway, through the middle of the ground, Warner gets a centre clearance. The kick inside 50 is an okay one for Charlie. He's been well held so far. Snap towards the teeth of goal. Worrell with the shoe. Good hands there from Peatling. Miller up. And it's actually going to be a free here for Peatling. What was the free for? Was it a hold? Or must have been a holding free. McLean. We've got some numbers around this one. Roberts. Blind hand pass. Turnover. 𝐓𝐴𝐥𝐿 clearing kick now from 𝗚𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻 towards a one-on-one. Sarong reads it well. And we'll get possession here. Sarong now back here to Tommy McCartan under the pump. Measures a short kick here to Matty Roberts. And quick corridor kick finds 𝐬𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻. The Western Australian towards half forward. Not in front position there, McLean. Roses now. What can he do here? Cook did well. Good tackle from Campbell. Umpire's ball. 8:43 till the main break. Heaney now breaks a tackle. Just dumps it towards goals. Oh, geez. Crunching hit there from Curnow. Rankin have to win the ball back here, but the Crows' hands have been good. Rankin not 15 there for 𝗚𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻, and we'll just reload with a short kick here to Miller. At half back. That one's not going to be 15 for Peatling. Miss a tackle there. Well done there from Sheldrick. Gets a hand in there. Roberts wasn't quite quick enough for the hand pass. Cook now over the top here to Isaac Rankin. And, oh, yep, geez, the players on there. A few Crows on the outer there. And now they can march their way through the field here. Rankin over the top here to Zach Taylor. Kicks not a great kick in the corridor. Turnover here. A few turnovers back and forth here as Macaro bloody buffers at a poor time. Oh, dearie me. Need to start pedaling on the bloody bike to charge in it a bit more. Fucking hell. I don't know what happens. Does Heaney turn it over? Does it turn into something? Ah, dearie me. Nope. We're back. Roberts. Blakey. Here we go. Through the middle of the ground. Look at the lizard go. Delayed reaction, ladies and gentlemen. Over the top. Curnow. Can't quite take it. Wins the free. Okay. I can now skip forward here. All right, Charlie Curnow. Sorry about that, lads. A bit of buffering my end. Well, Charlie needs a goal here. He's been non-site so far. Curnow's kick. It is across the face, unlucky. That would have been handy. 5 goals straight, 8 goals 5. So we are winning the quarter. It feels a bit. I feel it has been a little bit more even. Still though, I think it feels like Adelaide have been able to control with the marks a little bit too much for our liking. Key now down the line. Spore comes from Tom McCartan. Rankin over this one. We'll give it here to Neil Bullen. And we'll hit a dangerous kick here in the middle of the ground. Well done, Jake Lloyd. That's a good turnover. Needs to hand pass it now to Papley. In good space here, the Papster. Snapping shot for goal. It's home. Tommy Papley. Jeez, that's a fantastic finish. Oh, there we go. Papley just doesn't do the fire-up celebration. Well, back to 14 points. 6:38 to play. So, yeah, no, starting to get some forward half turnovers here. Adelaide have been a bit too cute with the ball these last few minutes or so. They're just trying to find that exit option or that short option, but they've coughed it up. We've been a little bit more alert, trying to shut it down, so that's good. Win the ball back. That's a great win from Lloyd. Beautiful hand pass to Papley. I mean, I tell you, that's a fucking good finish from 35 out to get the purchase on the snap like that. Really good finish. Good stuff there from Paps. How far do you think the Crows go? Falls, they finish my premiers. Yeah, no, I think they could really go far in P. Yeah, they're hitting form at the right time, as they're showing tonight. They're playing some really good footy. And you'd think they'll learn a bit off last year too, with those finals exits. So, see what happens. Because I feel like past Fremantle, it's really open. Like, it could be Sydney, it could be Adelaide, it could be Brisbane. Like, I'd say probably Brisbane still is a team to beat, but it feels sort of wide open at the same time past these top ones of, Freo and Brisbane, I'd say the top two. Good tackle there from Worrell. So we get it inside 50, but turnover there. Sheldrick couldn't get the kick away. Worrell now with a long switch towards the wing. Edwards can't get the spoil there. Fogarty with the mark on the wing. Towards half forward now. And ball in. Fastest player in the AFL over 40 yards. Oh, yards. You mean metres? Oh, I don't know. I mean, there'd be a lot of quick players. I mean, who won the sprint last year? Someone like Beau McCree or someone would be pretty quick. I know he's a very good track runner. McDonald, that one slips past him. Like Curvis now. He's got the outnumber here of ball ace towards half forward. Good ball there from Edwards. It's great to see we found one in Edwards, though. I think ultimately the least concern this whole decade's been we could really do with a big body key defender, and I think Edwards is filled in the void quite nicely. Gotten a beat a few times, though, this first half, but it happens for young defenders. Dawson tackles Jordan well, umpire's ball. Grundy hits it down. Soligo slaps one out. Heaney under the pump has to just shark a hand pass out. Good offloading hand pass from Berry. Now Cook back the other way inside 50. Who can fly? Blanky, sort of missed the spoil. Cunners, that should be high. Almost took his head off. Jeez. Yeah, fucking hell. Cunners actually doesn't look great. Yeah, just a poorly timed tackle there from Fogarty in the end. Yeah, it didn't look like the arm got in too high. I think it was just he actually got a mean fucking forearm in the face when you see it from a split second kind of view. Chad Warner, Lizard of contenders. Yeah, Chad's burst, probably, if we're talking like maybe 10 or 5 metres, like his acceleration would be really good, Chad, I reckon. I mean, Blakey's done a half-time sprint before, I think. I think last year our grand final sprinter was fucking Angus Sheldrick. And he came, I don't think he was dead last, but he was one of the last place finishers. It looked like he was right in the middle of off-season mode. Because obviously we didn't play finals last year. Cunners off for an HI, you think. Blakey now, no fuss, wants to play on. Takes 2 bounces. Takes 3 bounces. And then goes long down the line. 𝐸𝐴 in a good spot. They've got all the tools here, the Crows, but well done. Gain some territory. Forward, not forward. Ball in here, centre wing. So 5 minutes to go till half time. 14-point margin. Yeah, it feels like this quarter has gone on. We're starting to get a little bit more territory ourselves. We've been able to make the Crows pay off a few turnovers. That one's going to be a last disposal free against 𝐼𝐴 Mills' ball. Reginald like extra fine pace, so it'd be nice. Oh, I was a gun. Oh, Bice, fucking hell, almost dropped it. I remember back in primary school, I was a gun. And then, you know, puberty happens. Oh, fucking hell. What on earth's happened here? My screen's just gone bloody black. Is it actually still live, or is this... Is anyone else having this? My screen just fucking literally went black. Oh, fucking hell. Bloody K, I tell you. Apologies, lads. I don't know what on earth is going on with here. Right, join live. Is this working now, or is it just still a black screen? Okay. Right, we're back. I don't know what happened there. Anyways, well, ball back in here. Pretty much centre wing. Grundy hits it down. Curtin going to get there. Good tackle from Rowbottom. So another ball up here. Grundy hits it down, but geez, puts that right down to Curtin. Good smother there from Rowbottom. Hands from Jordan just weren't soft enough for Rowbottom to get. High ball here from 𝐸𝐴. That will pay paid 15. The spoil from Mills right down to Rank. Good pressure there from 𝐸𝐴. Forces a kick out in the full. Massively low, just so... Yeah, obviously it wasn't intentional. Just completely mistimed the tackle. Oh, 𝐸𝐴, you think he flies... No, sorry, that's Worrell. Was it Curtin? No, I think it was Curtin. Yeah, again, like the inside 50 use hasn't really been great from us. Adelaide have been a very good defensive team, second in the comp for points against, and I think it's showing like a lot of shallow entries, or it seems that times we're kicking inside 50 to outnumbered contests in the air. So, anyways, what can we do here? Dispossess Jordan's hack soccer kick. Lloyd goes in, that's well done. Rampy, a bit of a fumble. Campbell, can he be clean? Yes, he can. Hands, though, just weren't able to find it chunked there. Now, Adelaide work the hands. Ball to be won here. Hot in the kitchen. That's off 𝐸𝐴 boot. Yep, thank you. All right. So we'll get another inside 50 here. Pressure's been much. Yeah, it feels like it's we're starting to turn the screws a bit. Anthony, inside 50 now. Heaney flies spoil from 𝐸𝐴. But yeah, just not really getting much from the tools for the ball. You know, Keane and Worrell and even 𝐸𝐴 was back with the flight there with that spoil. They've been really controlling the sky as well. 7-1 inside 50s though. Got to try and cash in these last 10 minutes we've had. Grundy, front position. Can't hit a teammate in stride. Well done from 𝐸𝐴 to Rankin. We'll just have to hack this one around the corner and hope for the best, but Roberts reads it well. All right, another inside 50 coming up here. He's got Rampy on a short option. No, not on. Roberts now will just set it up. Who can fly? 𝐸𝐴 can. No, it's touch ball from Curnow apparently. Stretcher's got to watch out. That's ball. Papley advantage. Well done. No, that's a very good call from the ump. Well, I don't like those being called. There's times where it has been clearly fucking touched from an opposing player and they pay the mark. Curnow clearly got his mitts on that. And then 𝐸𝐴 took the second bite of the cherries. So I think that's a good call from the ump. And look, if that was a goal to Adelaide, I'd be saying the same thing. Well done there from Isaac. We'll take that. Reward for pressure. Yeah, like Curnow's got a clear hand on that. But he is a bit stiff at the same time because those can be paid. That's what I am saying. Papley around the corner will take that. But, yeah, just needed that one. 8-1 inside 50s. These last 10 minutes have to cash in. Right, well, all of a sudden it's a single-digit margin. As bad as we played that first term. No, and then Grundy gives away, crossing the line free. Jeez. Add to the tallies. Surely there's a clause in Grundy's contract where when he gives away one of those, he just gets fined or something. Or if he concedes like less than a certain number, he gets a portion of money, like as a bonus. McAndrew now plays on. We'll go inside 50 here. It's actually a decent looking kick. Oh, what a spore. Was that from? Who was that from? Couldn't tell. Rose just has to hold this in. Rose just looks a bit deer in the headlights. He's struggling a bit. I felt it was a bit of a strange inclusion as well. Like he hadn't really been tearing up necessarily in the VFL. 𝐼𝐻𝐿 taking a good tackle from 𝐼𝐗ₐ umpire's ball. Another ball up here. Grundy good strength, but he just couldn't get the hit out. 𝐼𝐗ₐ. Tackle well from Mills. Ball to be won here. Hack forward now from Taylor. Bouncing ball. And this will be a boundary throw in Adelaide's way. So 4 goals won, 2 goals straight win in the quarter. It's been marginal, but we have slowly worked our way back into this contest. Grundy hits it down. It's a good tackle from Rowbottom, umpire's ball. Tyson Fury. Isn't he the boxer or something? I'm not really much in the boxing myself. Jeez, what a hit up from Grundy. Chud now just has to break the tackle. Clever little dinky kick for 𝐴𝐸. It works, and we'll get the clearing kick out of the 50. 𝐴𝐸 now towards the wing. 𝐼𝐗ₐ. That's a great mark there against Worrell. Need some of that from Charlie up the ground. Plays on now 𝐼𝐗ₐ. Low flat kick. Oh, the cameraman's been psyched out. That's well done from Roses. That's what he can do well. Some clever things. Drops it short. Papley. He's going to be part of the mark. Yes. Got his mitts on it. One on there from Papley demanding the footy. Inside 50 now, the Papster. Towards the pocket. 𝐼𝐗ₐ. Oh, almost with the one paw. Worrell keeps it in play. This could be a dangerous one. McLeod ground level. 𝐼𝐗ₐ. Cook. Good hand pass over the top. And now blasts out of there from 𝐼𝐗ₐ. Rowbottom in front position. Well done. So ball in here just outside our forward 50. So ball in. Grundy and McAndrew. Grundy with a hit down. Papley bursting his way through. Stiff arm. Unlucky. We had to create something there, Pups. Really good tackle there from 𝐴𝐸. So 𝐴𝐸 now will go down the line here for the Crows. Good spool from Tom McCartan. And got the hands out, well done. Fogarty. Blasting kick forward now. 𝐼𝐗ₐ. At ground level. Keys to Murray. Out the full. Jeez, I tell you, like that's you know, that starts from a contest we've just got to bloody kill over. We seem to do that at times, just the ones that really should be killed for a ball in the opposition can get the ball from inside or out. Luckily, there's no one forward there with Murray's kick. 17 seconds to go. Rampy going to go long down the line with this one. Roses, good win. Okay, 10 seconds. Might have one last chance here. Roses takes a bounce. Can he find something inside 50? He's going to drop it to Jordan. Oh, he can't take the mark. Kick from 𝐴𝐸. No good. Runs out of time. Well, much better quarter from us. 7 goals 3, plays 8 goals 5. It's only a single-digit margin, that being 8 points. You know, we've progressively been able to ramp up the pressure, which is nice to see. Sticking tackles better. Getting a lot more inside 50s our way. And, yeah, like that first quarter just felt Adelaide were moving the ball way too easily for our liking. And It felt, it was a bit more difficult for the Crows moving the ball down the field. Ramped up the pressure, and we got a few goals as well. They were being a little bit too cute with the ball. We were alert to turn it over and got some goals off it. So, much better turn from us, but still do trail. But definitely take the second quarter win, as it was looking pretty grim earlier this game. So, got a bit of more of a contest now. Dude, I don't mind that for Roses, though. I mean, again, like, you've got to bloody hit it on your non-prefer, but he does the old classic cut it onto your left. Right, well, much better term. 8-point margin at half-time. Have a look at some of the numbers. So it was -7 inside 50s at half-time. We're now winning the inside 50s. So we ended up winning the inside 50s by what? About 14? That's pretty handy. So doing a lot right. Again, the conversion inside 50 has been pretty ordinary. Adelaide's defence has been really well set in the air. Clearances, 26 to 17, so 18 to 8 in the stoppage clearances. Not really the greatest sign from us, but it feels like around the ground where our pressure has been better and shutting down their their uncontested possessions a lot better. But yeah, still 60 to 26 marks. It's obviously probably dominated with the first quarter, of course. Tackles 35 to 23 Adelaide's way. Bounces 10 to 0. How about that for a stat? Still, I've taken a bounce. I think a lot of those have come from 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸. Tackles inside 50, 11 to 1 Adelaide's way as well. I think that sort of goes to show that the forward 50 pressure's not really been great from us. Like, when we've gone inside 50, it still feels like Adelaide have been able to get the ball out a little bit too easy for our liking. So, but better quarter from us. Just the 8 points. Have a look at some player stats, shall we? Four score involvements from Cumming, Marquine, Miller and Papley. Papley, really good half. Again, he's shown some good signs last week against Fremantle, so will really be important for the back run of the season. Rankin with 11 contested possessions. Heaney with also 11. Chad with 8. Having a good half. Chatty Warner. 6 inside 50s from Tom Papley, so creating quite a bit. Of course, leading the game with the score involvements too. Intercept possessions, 7 for Marquine. 5 from McCartan. Felt like he had a bit of a better term, Tommy McCartan. Nate Curvis with 5, Worrell with also 5. Contested marks, 2 to 𝐓𝐴𝐺𝐸, 2 to Miller, Marquine Cumming. Disposal leader is Rankin with 18, Heaney with 18, Peatling 16, Miller 16. Anyways, lads, going to take a quick whiz, and then, I'll be back in a sec. We'll actually see what the grid is for tonight. It is an Adelaide theme one, so we'll get cracking on that. But yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Right, back, gents. Just in time for the Gridley quiz. Beautiful. Now, let me just catch up on shouts if I've missed anything. If Swans lose, oh, Eric, mate, bloody hell. Don't tell me you're going to be homeless again. Best of luck with your tip, mate. Mark, hopefully going well, mates. To be fair, I thought it was probably the right call. Like, it looked like 𝐼𝐶 got a hand on it. And it feels like those ones should be called touch because 𝐼𝐶 also got the hands on it. Stiff one for McAndrew, but if Adelaide got the goal, I'd be saying the same thing as well. But that happens. But nevertheless, I feel like it's a reward for effort, though. Last 10 minutes was very good, dominating the inside 50s, so felt we're due a goal. Yeah, I still think, though, dark horse, ultimately, the form from us just isn't quite stacking up from the first half of the season. We are where we are, I suppose. But we've done well to somewhat get the game back on our terms and clamp down the ball, move it a bit better if the grows. So, see what happens. Oh, I've got a punter here. Says trick. I'm not much of a punter myself, mate, so I can't really quite give any advice. Yeah, not really much of a punter myself. My sort of rush when it comes to that is fantasy and Supercoach instead, I guess. All right, anyways, we've got an Adelaide-themed grid here, so 10-plus finals goals in their career. Taylor Walker teammate. Okay, we'll just go with Jack Gunston. 3%, that could be a lot higher, to be honest. Adelaide, Taylor Walker teammates. We'll go... Oh, geez, we could go some pretty rogue ones here. Let's go Andrew McPherson. Oh, we got a unique. How good. Top 10 goal kicker in a season for Adelaide. Top 10, is this like in the league or ranked top 10 in total goals? Okay. Maybe Josh Jenkins. 6%. Grand final player. 10 plus finals goals in their career. Let's go. Oh, 10 is quite a bit, eh? 10 is quite a bit. Let's just leave that for now. Taylor Walker teammate. Grand final player will go Riley Knight. I think he played in that 17-1. 2%. Grand final player. Top 10 goal kicker this season. Not this season, from any season, sorry. Let's go Tom Papley. I'm sure he would have finished in 21 or 2020. No, he never finished top 10. I thought he'd be one. Oh, Vice did one there. Can't afford another slip up. Played in 2010s. Taylor Walker teammate. Go Jake Lever. 1%. Played in 2010s. Top 10 goal kicker in the season. Sloan. Now, I've already gone over the Taylor Walker teammates. Top 10 goal kicker in the season. I mean, there's just options galore here, really. This could be a good one to get a real like sort of like streets won't forget type player, I reckon. Played in the 2010s as well. Might go, I was thinking, like, could Jesse Hogan be one? But I feel like You know who could be a good one? I reckon Memory's been up there. Let's go Tim Memory. So top 10 goal kicker in a season, Tim Memory. Yeah, 0.2. All right. Played in 2010s, 10 plus finals goals in their career. Jeez, that's a lot. Probably need to go forward. Who's played a lot of finals? 𝐓𝐴𝐵𝐿 Jr. Yeah. Just go Tom Hawkins. 3%. It's one that could really catch you out, this one. I want to go someone like Michael O'Loughlin or something. But like, I don't know if he would have kicked 10 finals goals. Top 10 goal kicker for the season. I'll just do this one instead. Let's go Jack Darling. Surely would have finished top 10 before. 2%. All right, grand final player, 10 plus finals goals. I don't know, could like Warren Tredrea be one? I don't know. 36.2. Is that like this the Gridley score or something, Smith? I have to go on Franklin. Years reckon Sydney can win by 25, but bet the kids' lunch money on it. Yeah, I think we've got a few satire ones in here. We get all kinds of punters in here. Ones that like have never heard of the sport before, saying, "You reckon this team will be over under?" I'm like, I don't bloody know. I'm not much of a betting person. Yeah, first one could go either way, Mike. Crows have been playing really well. Oh, well, anyways, one went to mind's fucking Tredrea, but I don't know. I mean, do we just go like... Let's just go Tredrea. Oh, no, he is one. Cool. 0.6. That's actually pretty fucking good. All right, not bad. All right, 36.2. Yeah, I think that's what you meant, Smith. Yeah, 18.8. No. Beat that, mate. Bang. Yeah, not bad. So the most popular. Modra. Walkham. Dusty. Yeah, like Hawkins isn't even that bad at 3%. Nor was Gunston 3%. It's not awful. All right. Not bad at all. Let's see how long there's left until the second half. Just under 5 minutes. All right, we'll do that Sporkle quiz while we're at it. If you were on the stream last week, this was a pretty fun one where we had to, like, sort of, you'd have like the questions and stuff, and you have to guess the team in the right spot. So it's sort of like a memory thing. So if we go here and then A3, this would be the Bulldogs, and then the Pies would be here. Every team is in B1, Hawthorn. I think this one was the Dockers, and then this one was the Swans. Queensland teams are based in row E. I think the Suns were here. No. Where were the Suns again? There we go. Swans. Dockers. Pies. Bulldogs. Team has been in South Australia longer and the AFL is above the other. South Australian based teams are in column 2. I think the Crows were here. No, they weren't. Let's see where the Crows are. And then Port would be here. Oh, cool. Alright, so we've sort of cracked the code a bit. So Swans, Dockers, Bulldogs, Pies, Hawthorn. Suns were here. And then, yeah, Queensland teams are based in Row E, so that means that Brisbane are in one of these two. Sheldrick only 50. Yeah, I mean, he's a low-tog player, suspect. Yeah, he had a bit of a better second quarter, though. He was able to display his presence a bit more, apply some pressure well. Oh, jeez. Let me just make sure I'm at the live point. There we go. Cool. South Australia, Hayden Crozier's teams are in these corners. All the S teams are touching. All the feline teams are in column 3. So that means that Brisbane would have to be here because it's a line, so it's a feline, and then so that means the lines are here then. Cool. Team in E2 has at least won one flag in the AFL era. Would it be Melbourne? No. Oh yeah, it's a tough one. Anyways, back to the game. Just under a minute still the second half. Players getting back positions now. But yeah, better second quarter. It felt like we were able to turn the screws, get a bit more pressure going, and yeah, Cunners out with concussion. That's pretty fair enough then. He did look quite ginger after that hit against 𝐼𝙗𝐿𝐴𝐶𝐸 Fogarty. Rory's been a bit quiet as well, suspect, yeah. He's been pretty ordinary. We'll see what happens, Mohammed, mate. Wouldn't mind that as a Sydney supporter, but been playing well, the Crows. It feels a bit more, overall probably a bit more even because Adelaide had a very good first quarter. Sydney won the second. Ground ball gets 55 to 53, so pretty even there. Anyways, on the way for the third term. Adelaide by 8 points. As a win, the centre clearance, Chad Warner instantly. First possession, bursts his way through and gets a deep entry inside 50. Ball ace, back with the flight. Mark Keane under this one. And they mop it up okay here, the Crows. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴 flicks it out here to Michael Laney. Down the line now. Mills gets a hand in there. Row bottom, ball to be won. Takes on a tackler, extracts the hands only as far as Rankine. Blasts it back the other way here for Adelaide. Towards 1-1, McCartan should be marking that pill, but recovers okay. Rampy now back here to Edwards. Mills has to take on a tackler and does okay. Grundy, clean hands now to Heaney. In the middle of the ground, should reward Papley's run, and he does. Papster. What's going on here? I don't even know what bloody is happening. Inside 50 now. Papley. Who can fly? Heaney. Oh, couldn't quite. Almost. Keys now. Flicks out in the space here for Curtin. Twisting, turning. Curtin does well. Hands it here to Keys. Cross here to 𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐶𝐸. Trying to find an avenue here, and he just whacks out of the 50, but well read from Nick Blakey. He takes on a tackler. Could be ball. No, it looks like he got the hands out. Well done from Jordan. Row bottom. Shallow entry coming up. Lloyd has to commit for this one. Cook overhead. Can't quite take it. Got his mitts over it. Heaney crushes through. Good tackle there from Miller. A dispossessed. Lloyd sockers it on the shoe. Forward here. McDonald can't quite get this one. Worrell mops it up well. Across here to Curtin. He's under the pump though. Great pressure from Matty Roberts. Ball to be won. Braden Campbell. Some nice zippiness. What can he manufacture? Twisting, turning. Hand passes inboard. Intervened. Well done there from the Crows defence. But good tackle again from Campbell. Yeah, holding. That's definitely free. A fair call there. Jeez. Some relentless play from both sides there. But yeah, no, that's good. Good start so far. Like it, locking in the forward half at least, in that sort of passage of play. Neil Buller now goes down the line. Blakey, the big spoil, actually sort of misses the spoil in a way. Well, that should be high. What on Matty Roberts. Oh, if you're going well, huge. Good to see you back here, my friend. Cal, Jamesy Robotham, mate. Bit of a quiet first half from him. Hopefully he can get soaring a bit more. Tommy McCartan now. Middle of the grounds. Tricky one for Campbell. He can hop though. Mills. What on Mirror? He's been really solid tonight. I think Kevin's been pretty nifty too. As Necro's now clear. It's not a great kick though. Edwards. I should be marking that pill. Rampy now under the pump. Gilden. Some okay poise there. Just finds Blakey. Needs to go with a bit of pace. Gives it now to Callum Mills. Good play. I was going to say, could do some nice use inside 50 here. We got it out in the front. Bit of time and space for our skipper to use it. And finds Kern on the lead. From PNG go the Swans. I've got to hear Parramatta hopefully going well. Nice there from Blakey. Like he could have blasted away, but he just popped those hands there to Mills. Well, this has been a really good start. Adelaide are struggling to get the ball, get really any flow with their ball movement so far this third quarter as we seem to be shutting it down well. Let's see if we can kick the first of the third turn through Charlie. Had a signer in the second where he narrowly missed. This one pretty much directly in front. And the kick's across the face. Would have hoped for a bit better there from Charlie, given he's been in really good goal-kicking form. But it's been a positive start nonetheless. Yeah, no, I was pouring earlier today in the VFL game, suspect. And yeah, a bit of rain now out there by the looks of it. Oops, 𝐓𝐴𝐥𝐼 hand pass. Who was that to? Out of bounds. Jake Lloyd now will go inside 50 here. Another high ball. Who can have a fly? Keen in a good spot. Really, it was just the two Crows defenders in front position there. So 4:50 stoppage. Good start. 6-0 inside 50s. Yeah, the goals are coming into the premium. Again, like Adelaide's defence has been really sound. So it's a bit of both, really. Papley can't quite get the rove. Left it behind him. Clearing kick from Nankervis. Edwards and also 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴. Tap there from 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿. Ball to be won. Sarong and 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿 go at it. Campbell, ground level. Bit fumbly there. Usually better than that. And now 𝐼𝐶 picks up the pill and gives it back here to Braden Cook. Takes on Jake Lloyd. Well done there from Cook. Gains a few metres. Blasted now towards half full. Got the numbers here with Mills, the big spoil, but Saligo's in the way. Clever little flick up. That was legal. Now Ben Keys, he can have a flying shot. No, he centres the ball. A dangerous one. Handy, cleaner, ground level. And now we can bounce here from half back. Gordon's going to go for a torp. Christ, that could work for Papley. The ball sits up for him. Tommy Papley now. Cuts in between Miller, sets it up for Charlie. Great spoil from Ball Ace. Too much hang time on the kick. And the Crows have the numbers, or do they? Rankin goes in again. Bounce hand pass for Ball Ace. Back here to Miller. And now just have to blast it on the shoe towards the wing. But the kick doesn't look great as it's a last disposal free. As the rain continues to tumble down a little bit more. Edwards now to Gilden. It's going to go long down the line for this one. Andrew with the double fister. And we'll have a ball in just outside of 4:50. Can't get near the telly as my son's on the PS. Oh, jeez, kick him out, mate. What's he playing? Another ball in here. So, 4 fumbles you'd expect. Papley, oh, what a pickup, but he runs over his own feet. Lloyd now at ground level. Keeps the link in the chain going to Campbell. Cuts his way between two. Braden Campbell, can he kick a beauty? Oh, jeez. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. That was some class play in the wet, but couldn't convert. Another behind, but we're knocking on the door. It's 6-point margin. Worrell now from the kicking goes down. This feels like the corridor with that one. McCartan a big spoil. Rankin was clean. Instantly, though, pressured, but the Crows do well to get the hand pass out. He's got to go here, Rampy. Oh, that's a huge win from Dane Rampy. Big win. Now he blasts back the other way towards a 2-on-2. 𝐼𝐵𝐼𝐴𝐻𝐻 with the soft hands. Can't take the full mark, though, as he gives it back here to Mark Keane. And he'll reload here towards half-back and finding Curtin, excuse me. And now 𝐼𝐵𝐼𝐻𝐻 towards the wing finds McAndrew. Yeah, they've been really settled out of the Adelaide defence. Like, they're getting under siege really halfway through the second term onwards. But, yeah, I mean, our entries are doing no good at the same time. Edwards with the spoil, who's at ground level here for the Crows. Mills in there. Heaney just has to hold this one in, and he does. Umpire's ball. Yeah, that was a big win there from Rampy. They're showing on the replay now. Roberts tackled well from Neil Bullen, umpire's ball. Grundy extracts it out of the ruck. Heaney now. Can he burst his way through? Rankin's there. He's been good on the stoppages tonight, Rankin. But he's tackled well from Rowbottom. Another ball up. And it feels like we'll have a lot more stoppages now, given the rain's come down. Another ball up here. Grundy and McAndrew go at it. Crushing the way through was Warren. That was well done. Inside 50 now. 𝐓𝐴𝐻𝐻. He's going away free, Edwards. Yeah, definitely there. So 𝐓𝐴𝐻𝐻 can get a goal against the grain here for the Crows. They've been under siege, conceding a lot of inside 50s. They hacked the ball inside 50 and, yeah, no, the arm around there from Edwards, definitely there. So can 𝐓𝐴𝐻𝐻 kick his second goal of the evening here? Riley 𝐓𝐴𝐻𝐻. Can he guide this one through? Kicks on its way. And it's across the face. So just the minus score there. Crows, it's been a while since they've kicked a goal. So 7-point margin. Blakey now going to go down the spine with a risky kick. Oh, geez. Don't have numbers here. All right, giving away free. Just got to set up here behind the ball. Yeah, Adelaide looked pretty alert there with that Nick Blakey kick in. That's what he can do, the Lizard. Some very eccentric kick-ins and didn't come off there. So Peatling now will go inside 50 with this one. Oh, geez, he makes a mare of it, but it could work fortuitously for Neil Bullen. Wasn't clean enough, though. And Chad, hand pass to Mills. He just blasted down the spine. McDonald from the side. Oh, looked like an 𝐼𝐻𝐻𝐿 trying to mark that one. Papley gets the hand pass out. Goulden, lovely row from outside 50. Errol Goulden goes bang. Oh, wrong side of the post. Unlucky. Geez, we can't buy a goal at the minute. 3 points this third term. To Adelaide, 0 goals, 1. Miller now out of the 50. Good looking kick for Cumming, but well defended from Lloyd. 10-3 inside 50s. Just can't really find the cohesion inside 50. Nor the goal kicking. Pressure factor 200, obviously. With a lot of stoppages in the wets, it's understandable both teams' pressure is up and about. Grundy with a hit out into space, but too much there for Goulden. So Grundy against McAndrew for another ball in here. Oh, jeez, Grundy's hit out was poor. That was right down Cummings' throat. Got to go here, Tom. Oh, Sarong. How about that for an intercept mark? That's very well done. And now back here to Tom McCartan, and Mills offers a switch. So Mills now trying to find something in the corridor, but we'll just have to jag this one towards the wing. No good there. Roberts wasn't awake for that one. It wasn't a great kick. Both players not on the same wavelength there. Curtin will now play on his favoured left and go inside 50 here for the Crows. Good spoil there from Sarong, left his man. Well done. So Dawson's spending some time forward there. Sarong's got the match up. McLean with a hit out. He was sort of on his lonesome there. Curtin, you could see that with the ball in. And he'll get the possession and hit a Worrell and a high ball up inside 50 here. Who can fly? Spoils come. Fogarty went in. 𝐓𝐴 instantly tackled from Keys. And it will be ball up here. So Adelaide, 2 inside 50s in a row here. Can they lock it in themselves? Berry now, a flying shot, no good. All right. Matty Roberts at half back. In the back pocket, excuse me. Lloyd's got to go for this one. And half back. So Lloyd now, not really much on, so just has to go for a long switch to McCartan. Doesn't want to go for a sarong, so we'll just give it here to Callum Mills. Now down the line, Roses, well, getting there late could be McDonald. And we've got numbers around this one, Riley Bice. The kick down the line, it works well for Chat. That's a really nice kick from Bice. So Warner now on the wing. Yeah, I don't know, Smith. Like, I just feel like as a Canberra myself, I don't really have the interest or infrastructure, I think, as a city to have one, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Inside 50 now, Campbell's kick. Not really the greatest, sits it on top of 𝐼𝐴 so he goes with the spoil. So 450 stoppage again, like the inside 50 entries haven't really been the greatest, so it's probably why we are still trailing, even though we've been winning the inside 50s quite well this third term. But the rain obviously not helping in terms of the quality. Who can win this one? 𝐓𝐴 at ground level. Goulden. Back to Gus. Come on, Gus. Snapping shot. It's going to fall short. And he misses anyway. Another bloody minor score. 7 goals, 7 to 8 goals, 6. Had a bit of time and space there, Gus, as well. There's some nice waxing off each other there with Errol and 𝐓𝐴 with those hands in tight. 𝐼𝐴 will clear the 50 here. Berry overhead. Should be a bit better than that. Phil Thorpe, strong man, still gets the kick away. Bice, Spall, Sarong, dispossessed. Sockers it forward. Chaos ball here. Keane takes on a tackler. No, I think that'll be, yeah, umpire's ball. Didn't take on the tackler. Canberra want to get the Giants. Yeah, I don't know. Does it really happen? Could they really relocate to Canberra? Edwards now. I think it was Bice, sorry. Berry. Good pressure here. Can we keep it inside this bubble? Papley now. Oh, good pressure there from, I think that was 𝐼𝐴. Yes, it was. Out the full. Dawson now clears out of the 50. Got some numbers here. Mills, Bice. Jeez. Hot in the kitchen. 𝐼𝐴. How's the kick? Can't quite get it off the keys. McCartan bounces off the keys. Would-be tackle. Back the other way. McLean has to fly. He's been quiet, Dosser. Ground level. Roses, can he hump this one? Goes in okay. 𝐓𝐴. Roses. 𝐓𝐴 in again. Hands not too great there for Mills. Heaney off the bench. Perhaps good timing. Edwards under the pump there. Geez, how about this? Relentless. Good hands from Heaney. Now Jake Lloyd will go down the line with this one. Towards a contest. 𝐼𝐴, oh, what a fly. McLean there in a good position. Over the top here to Papley. Good pressure there, but we've got the outnumber here of Malcolm Roses. Tunnel ball, clever. Oh, great pressure again from the Crows, but Campbell goes in again. Spin move, Papley. McDonald can't quite keep it in. Oh, jeez. Well, great pressure there from the Crows. I mean, yeah, great pressure from both sides. It's some relentless footy at the minute. Oh, what a fly from 𝐼𝐴. Unfortunate for young 𝐼𝐴. They're getting a knee right in the head. Deary me. Ball in here. Clearing kick coming from Curtin. But we'll be coming back. McCartan reads it really well. Oh, Heaney hobbling. That's no good. McCartan back inside 50 now. Who can have a fly? Maybe McLean from the back. McDonald, a nice rove. Did he get the hand pass away? Looks like he did. Ball, yes. Well done, Rowbottom. Oh, finally. Let's see if we can hit the lead. Yeah, we've just been showing some very good pressure this quarter, and it felt like, bloody hell, can we get a hold on the ball? Can we get a turnover in a dangerous spot? And there we go, holding the ball free. Shot a goal coming up for Rowbottom, and yeah, Heaney there, a little bit ginger, lower back. Oh, geez. That could hurt if he's no good. Let's see. We'll see what happens, I suppose. Well, Rowbottom set shots, very, very inconsistent. This is for the lead, and it feels this would be nice. We've yet to kick a goal this quarter. Rowbottom's kick, though, looks beautiful. 𝐴 𝐷𝐿𝐿 belly move. James Rowbottom hits a lead, and reward for effort, a great holding the ball tackle there. Yeah, Heaney looks like... Yeah, it's weird. Heaney's just like, bloody hell. I don't know what happened. It was just a bit of a weird feeling. I don't know. Papley off for a spell. Yeah, pressure's been really good. The signs have been there. Like, ultimately, we've really stopped this Adelaide kick mark game as the game's worn on. To be fair, the wet's played its part. They just haven't really got much flow in the game. The pressure's really ramped up from us. Campbell's been really good. Like, again, he just gets his body in there, Campbell. I've really liked his game. $7:09 till 3/4 time. We hit the lead for the first time since the first quarter when we kicked the first two. And then Adelaide went on a streak. 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐷 clean there in the stoppage. The Warner now out across here to Braden Campbell. What can he find now? He's going to go deep inside 50 here towards McLean. Well done, 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴 gets a ball in there. Ball in. So Heaney just getting a rub down. It looks like it's his buttocks or his lower back. Looks like it's the glute, I think. So hopefully he's okay. Probably doesn't come on for the rest of the quarter. If he is good to go. Grundy hits it down. Rowbottom hunts well. Snapping shot. Well done, Rowbottom. And what a hit out from Brodie Grundy. Oh, there we go. Goal from a 450 stoppage. That's what we like to see. When you got Brodie Grundy, anything's possible, eh? He's got two. Jamesy Rowbottom. Love to see it. And, hey, a few of us were saying in the chat, Rowbottom, quiet first half. Feels like he's one that could lift. He's got two in the quarter. Well, let's see this again. A beautiful hit out this was from Grundy. Into space. Yep. Rowbottom hunts it well. And slots it through. Well done there from Brodie. So important for us, Grundy. It feels like when he's having a down game or he's no good, we sort of struggle from the stoppages, but good to see we're starting to get a reward for effort here. All right, 11-point margin. It feels like now it's starting to get a bit of reward for effort here. Actually, no, not 11-point margin, 7-point margin. Warner now. Oof. He's been good in the centre bounce, Chad. Getting a lot of first possession and clearances off it. Rankin has to just blast this one forward. Edwards, though, it's not a great entry there from Rankin, as now Matty Roberts cleans up here on the wing. Oh, that's a good effort there from Worrell, but Campbell keeps his feet. Well done, Campbell. Over the top. Roberts provides some good runs. 𝐓𝐿𝐷, the kick's no good. Has to get the hands out, and he does. Campbell's tap. How does it work? Good pressure here again. Hunting and packs here. Rowbottom goes over. Well done, James Rowbottom. Yeah, geez, it's quite a contrastive difference between the first quarter. The presence and the pressure and the intent's been a lot better from us as this game's gotten on. 6:10 till 3/4 time. Heaney's still getting a rub down, a real, quite a bit of a rub down on that glute. Grundy hit out. Good tackle there from 𝐓𝐿𝐷. No, sorry, that's 𝐓𝐿𝐷. 8-6 plays 9-7. Sydney by 7 points. Forward 50 stoppage. Punch forward from Cumming. One-on-one there, Roberts and Taylor. Ball goes out. Ball goes out again. Crows, it's been now over 40 minutes since they've got their last goal. Another forward 50 stoppage. Grundy hit out. 𝐓𝐿𝐷 ground level. Instantly tackle from Sam Berry. Bosball. Another ball up here. Grundy hits it down. Nice one there for 𝐿𝐷, but he's checked well from Peatling. Bad hand pass there. Mills intervenes. Just blasts a 𝐓𝐿𝐷's hand pass forward. Under the pump here is Ball Ace. Flicks it for Worrell. Back here to Mark Keane. Oh, under pressure here. It's an iffy kick from Keane. They've got some numbers here, the Crows. Miss soccer. 𝐓𝐿𝐷 has to go on again. Good hunt from Rowbottom. Well done. So that's great from Rowe. He wins the stoppage by getting that ground ball. 5.5 minutes on the bench from Henny. Looks like he's okay. Have smiles on the face. That's good to see. Murray with the hit out against Grundy. And 𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐼 can now have a bit of toe and get this one out here for the Crows towards the wing. Well done there from Will Edwards. Doesn't allow 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐼 to mark. $5:15 till three-quarter time. 17-6 inside 50s. Geez, that's quite a bit of a figure. Grundy. Oh, geez, what on earth was that from Grundy? I think he hand-passed it, but he hand-passed it out of bounds, so it's a last disposal free. So 𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐼 will take the kick on the wing. As they'll now go down the line with 𝐴𝐵𝐿𝐼's kick. Edwards with the spoil. Well done again. Grundy grabs out of the ruck. That's a big win. He'll dump it forward here, but well done, 𝐼𝐭𝐿𝐼. Back with the flight, takes a relieving intercept mark. So now can the Crows get a bit of bounce from half-back here? That's where it's been lacking since quarter time. Well done, Grundy. Gets there in time to spoil. There it is, as what Brownie says, quarter time, dominating the uncontested marks, but let's see, 31-7 first quarter, and they'll probably show the rest of it. Yeah, now it's only +2 for Adelaide, 15-17. But again, the wet plays its part. Coming now, blast this one forward. I'll have it where they want it, the Crows, a forward 50 stoppage. So 5 unanswered goals from the Swans. Can the Crows find a response here? They kicked 3 450 stoppage goals in the first term. Now centering ball here, 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐼. Oh, no, that's off the knee of 𝐬𝐥𝐝. Still can't buy a goal, the Crows. It's been a long time. Back to 6 points. Mills with the kick in. Good spoil there from Braden Cook. So 𝐵𝐿𝐼 back out on the ground. 9 goals, 7 plays, 8 goals, 7. Directly a 1-goal game. Ball in here. Grundy front position. Slaps it forward. Roses pushed out a little bit too easy. 𝐴𝐿𝐼 having a nifty game. Back inside 50 here for the Crows. Can one of their tools fly? Spoil comes from 𝐼𝐿𝐼. 𝗼𝐿𝐼 some nice roving. Oh, slips over the kick. Who wins this ground level ball? 𝐬𝐥𝐝 flicks over the top. Neil Bullen instantly dispossessed. Got some numbers here. Floyd sort of fumbles it. Ben Keys at ground level. Keeps it in play. Oh, got to kill that one, lads. Braden Cook back here. Berry now can have a snapping shot at goal. Sam Berry's kick looks pretty good. Ooh, is it touched? Let's see. I believe it's behind, we'll see. Yeah, well done, Matt. Got there just in time. Poof. Well, what did I say earlier this game? There is just too many times where there is a ball that should be killed over the line, but they just keep it in play, and it feels like we can see a goal off it, and it almost did there. Deary me, right, 5-point margin. Well, hopefully going well, lads at 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐼. Stream perfectly synced up. Oh, no, I appreciate it, mate. Hope things are going well over down your neck of the woods. Dawson can't take the grab. Another inside 50 for the Crows. Starting to build. Miller now. Spoil from Mills. Can we hold up here? McCartan. Oh, geez, risky soccer, but it works for 𝐿𝐼𝐼 fortuitously. Clears the 50. Got to crash this one. Charlie gets a hand in the way. And now Chad. Oh, can't quite get it. Worrell, a good tackle. Chad through it. Incorrect disposal. Geez, a pretty rough one there, because usually those ones where the ball's in dispute, like if you fumble it. Yeah, oh well. Now towards half forward. Can Lloyd get there? Can't quite. Cook there was there. Cook was there to help out now inside 50. Edwards, the double fist to 𝐓𝐻𝐿. Bit of a fumble there. Ground level. 𝐼𝐗ₛ now. High ball up. Probably paid 15. Coming. Can't quite take it. Well done, Mills. Just got there in time. Clearing kick out of the 50 now. Dawson can have a fly. Nope, lost his bearings. 𝐼𝐗ₛ now. Roses needs to be clean. Well done. Good hands for 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. And he attacks the middle of the ground now. A deep kick into space. Can he have a fly here? McLean. Good tap. Hits it out the back. Who is there, though? The soccer from McLean's clever. Bouncing ball won't make the distance. Deliberate. Yep, it's there. That's clever. Absolutely clever. Who was that? Tom Papley. Footy IQ to a T. He left the outside. He left the 9 zone. Left the goal square zone. Thinking. And then Curvis rushes that through. Clever. Fucking clever. Nah, I think Papley meant to do that. He needs to kick the goal now. But why on earth is this one from an angle? Papley. Nah, it's the post. Ah, dearie me, that would have been nice. Fucking hell. Papley should be going that. But let's see this again. Outside 3, yeah. It was clever, but geez, it would have been nice if he finished it. 2 goals 5 this quarter. Can't really assert our dominance. Last few minutes been better from the Crows, though. 6-point margin, minute 45 to play. 𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐻 now out of the 50. Who can have a fly? Blanky with a spoil. Bouncing ball over a bunch of players. Michael Annie mops up okay. Quick hands from Rankin and blasting back the other way is Peatling. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 brings it to ground. Taps it in the favour of 𝐵𝐾𝐬. He taps it back to Saligos. Some crafty stuff here from the Crows. Now 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 has to go back to go forward potentially here to Neil Bullen. Neil Bullen now will go down the line. Grundy with the spoil. Oh, but falls in the trap of 𝐷𝐿𝐼 and he'll get a high contact free here. So a little bit of sloppiness there from Sheldrick. 𝐷𝐿𝐼 now will go to the pocket in the direction. Oh, well done there from Bice. Oh, geez, Bice completely missed the ball. I thought I was going to get a spoil on that one. Right, well, 56 seconds here. Let's see if we can hold up. I can see one on the stroke of 3/4 time. Been a much better quarter from us, but we're just really struggling to assert our dominance on the scoreboard. 4:50 stoppage here for the Crows. Grundy hit outs. Rankin, he's dangerous in these areas. 𝐷𝐿𝐼 takes on a tackle. Well done, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Twisting, turning. Let's wrap a tackle here, gents. 𝐵𝐾𝐬 back here to 𝐴𝐻𝐛ey. Out of the 50. Oh, Miller, well done, but he drops the mark. Oh, how about that from Char? That was clever. Hands now to Braden Campbell. Mr. would-be tackler. Beautiful evasion. Gives it now to Isaac 𝐴𝐻𝐛ey. Oh, good smother there. Can we get this one forward? Strong just smacking into space. 𝐴𝐻𝐛ey at ground level. Toe pokes it forward. Roses needs to be clean. Breaks the tackle. That's beautiful from Malley. What can he find? He doesn't have a right shoe, so he slips over. Gives it back here now to James Jordan. 20 seconds to go. Dumps it now. A shallow entry should be all Josh Worrells. Can't take the mark. Good spoil. Ground level ball. He goes in. Worrell probably gets high there. Michael Annie. McLean applies. Oh, almost a good tackle as the Crows exit here. Taylor marks at half back. We've got a game here, ladies and gentlemen. 3 seconds to go. Oh, whilst there was a lot of good, a frustrating quarter at the same time, we really struggled to capitalise our dominance that quarter with a 2-goal 5 term, but we have the lead. That is a positive. 9 goals 8 plays 8 goals 8. But a lot of positive signs. It feels like this game just continued to more and more fall in our favour. Good last 5 minutes, though, from Adelaide. Got a few repeated entries, but let's see if we can hold firm this final term. Yeah, but the pressure since quarter time has been fantastic from us. Really killed the Adelaide ball movement and uncontested marks. Let's see some of the numbers here. 50 to 36 inside 50, so I think it was about pretty even for the quarter, because I think we're up by about that number at half time. So I think Adelaide were able to equalise a little bit in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, so plus 14 inside 50s. Clearances 37 to 26, so plus 13 in the stoppages from the Crows. But it's been really the around the ground stuff. That's been really good with our pressure. Winning the ball back, keeping them at bay, plus 10 in the contested ball. And I'd say probably a lot of those stoppage clearances have come from the back 50 where Adelaide just get the clearing kick. But yeah, like they've held up pretty well, Adelaide's defence tonight. Let's see what happens this final term. Tom McCartan, 9 intercept possessions. Had a big third team, I thought. Tommy Mack. Will Edwards too. A lot of spoils from him. Loves a spoil, Will Edwards, as we all know. Callum Mills been pretty nifty back there. 7 intercept possessions. Robot a massive third quarter. Kicked those 2 goals for us to hit the lead. And yeah, Heaney spent quite a bit of time on the bench in that third quarter, so hopefully he's ready to go for the 4th. Tom Papley again, like, oh, that goal would have been nice. That would have been for his 4th of the night. But yeah, it's been a good scrap. Been a good scrap since quarter time. All set for a... Yeah, no, exactly right. Josh, if you are on the... I'm assuming it is Josh, probably not BT. Crow's fortunate to... Yeah, perhaps. But at the same time, like, it's wet weather footy. And usually with wet weather footy, you're not going to get the most accurate goal kicking. You're going to see a lot more points and goals usually. But no, like we're having a real good dip. Good since quarter time. But yeah, it's a big game for both sides. Adelaide, if they win this, big for the top 4 chances. Whilst for us, it'd just be nice to continue that buffer. Like, we can still afford a loss. But it'd be nice to win this one. Drawing back the winner's circle with... is Josh there. There you go. But yeah, no, people in the chat, make sure to check out Start Chat. They're fantastic. Josh and BT, what they do over there with the quizzes. You've probably seen them on your feed over your time when browsing on YouTube. All quality stuff, and they're doing another Creator Classic where they've gotten on some creators on for another crack. Made the semis in season 2. Let's see how we go this season. So I think that's coming up pretty soon, Josh. So stay tuned for that. But no, they're a good channel, Stat Chat, so check them out. Swans don't want to lose this. Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, no, I don't think Adelaide want to lose this either. So we'll see what happens. All right, well, I'm going to take a quick whiz, lads. Be back in a sec. Sydney by 6. Yep, I'm back. Swans have a good run home, no real threats. Yeah, I mean, what is it again? Oh, you can say actually next 5. So Giants, the next 2 are tricky. Like Saints and GWS, they're plucky sides. I mean, both teams probably can still make the wild card, so they're going to fire up. And then, yeah, Port at the SCG with no Butters, Essendon at the G. Yeah, I know Essendon have been one of the worst sides in the comp this year, but Sydney supporters will know well. Usually when we play Essendon, it's a bit of a bogey side. We always just seem to play some scrappy and have some close encounters with them. And then, yeah, North for the SCG to finish off. So, those are hopefully 3 games we bank just simply off on paper matchups, but let's just focus on this final term, I suppose. 𝐓𝐶𝐞 barking his orders. 𝘍𝐼 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼's been on the bench the last few weeks as well. And yeah, he's going to be handy in as well, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. I think he's still about a month away. We've seen this story before, though, unfortunately. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 came back 24, first game in a while, qualifying final. Christ almighty, deer in the headlights. Didn't look up to much scrap, but yeah, that's been the shame with 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. It feels like every year it's just a sort of derailing injury, and he's been having such a great year, so Hot chocolate. Oh, yeah, thanks for $5, by the way, Aussie Trump, mate. Appreciate it. Hot chocolate. Don't think we've got any. Bit of miso soup, perhaps it is. I did see we have some in the pantry. So underrated miso soup. Anyway, underway for the fourth quarter. Massive final term come up here. Who can get on top as Dawson will win the first centre clearance. It's a bit of an ugly ball, but a chaos ball nonetheless inside 50. Bice extracts the hands out. Chad now. Goulden, toe poke forward. Ball to be won here. Curtin, dispossessed. Taps it back. Worrell, back now to Berry. Bit of a wobbly old kick does work for Dawson. Okay. Thilthorpe, that's a really nice gather. Missed Dawson on the fly, though. He goes in again, Thilthorpe. Flicks it back up in the air and kicks it. Punch from Edwards. Another spoil. Roses just generates a little kick forward. Missed the hand pass. Kerno, ground level has to be clean. Row bottom. Does okay. Goes in again. Rowie, spin move all right. Hunts in well. Roses. What can he manufacture? Cuts back onto his left shoe and hits a good-looking kick for 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐴. Yeah, can't quite take the mark. He's gone on the way. Rankin now over the top here to 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. Back here to 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴. On the wing finds Braden Cook. So Braden Cook now down the line. Oh, he's got to go here, Tom. Good double fister. Well done, McCartan. So ball in here, centre wing. Yeah, Giants on an easy game for sure, Peter, mate. In some good form. Got Essendon this week too. Toe poke forward. Berry. Oh, the fucking hell. Inside 50. Oh, Bice. Great intercept mark. Bloody hell, some pop-up just showed up on my computer screen, so I couldn't see what happened there, but it was an intercept mark from Bice. I think it was a kick inside 50 from Berry. Bice now towards the wing. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange kick for a row bottom. McAndrew drops the mark, but hack forward now from 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴, I think. Bice was taken out of it well from 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Plays on now, Josh 𝐼𝐿𝐴. What can he find inside 50? Just finds Fogarty. That's better use from the Crows. And he's a lovely set shot, as we all know. Darcy Fogarty, so certainly within his repertoire. But yeah, it was a bit of an interesting kick from Bice. He went to a outnumber for row bottom, so. And Rampy just couldn't quite get on the end of that one. So, can Fogarty slot this one home? 13 disposals, 3 marks, a goal to his name. Can he make it 2 and tie the game? For the Crows first in over 52 minutes. Kicks on its way. Oh, it's a beautiful looking kick. What a goal from Darcy Fogarty. The Crows get the final term. Well, you back him almost every time. He's a lovely set shot, Darcy Fogarty. So all square it is, 62 apiece. But yeah, it was a strange kick from Bice. It was a great intercept mark, but then he just kicks to an outnumber, and then, well, we're outnumbered from the kick back the other way. And then, yeah, good kick from 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Hits in between 2 of our defenders there. Oh, yeah, could this be the lifter for the Crows? 62 apiece. Lovely set shot from Darcy Fogarty. Ball back in the middle here. 9 goals, 8 apiece it is. Head out from McAndrew. Ground level ball. Dawson takes on a tackle, extracts the hand pass out. Now Cook hands into space here for Sam Berry. Out wide here for 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐴. And it's a neatish looking kick for Keys. Can't take the mark though. So Dawson starting well in the middle of this final term. Getting his hands on it in the centre bounces. So ball in here. Oh, Lloyd leaves it behind him. Ball to be won here. 𝐴𝐿𝐴 now attacks it well. Hopefully he's good to go for this fourth quarter. 𝐵𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴 tackled well, dispossessed, but didn't have Pryor. 𝐴𝐿𝐴 now instantly tackled, umpire's ball. So another ball up here. So Adelaide started this quarter well with the territory. Grundy and McAndrew, ground level ball. Goulden, 𝐴𝐿𝐴 around the corner. High ball up here. Rowbottom has to bring this to ground. He does well. Dawson, though, gets the contest first. Slight fumble as he got the numbers around him. Curnow tackles
Ball ace instantly, umpire's ball. So another ball up here. Grundy hits it down. Heaney. Good tackle from McAndrew. Just extracts it out. Rankin, Grundy. Back here to Jake Lloyd. He's under the pump. Oh, good tackle. Yeah, holding the ball. Well done, 𝐵𝐸ling. Lloyd just couldn't quite get that one out. So Adelaide's pressure good so far. So 𝐵𝐸ling now inside 50. Shallow ball here. Got some numbers in the air, but 𝐓𝐴𝐴 will rise from the side. Good roving from 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. Gives the hands now to Josh Rochelle. Over the top here to Fogarty. They should goal here, the Crows, and they do. 2 in a row for Adelaide. Oh, they caught us out the back there. Clever hands. And it's a good goal in the end for the Crows. And they hit the lead. Well, there we go. 2 goals, 5 per quarter. Just couldn't capitalise. And all of a sudden, 2 straight for the Crows. All right, by 6. So there you go. That's how the footy does go, unfortunately. When it's not in your favour, but good running there from 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. Just a bit flat-footed there. Bursts his way through and catches us out the back. They try and win the next clearance here. Adelaide won the first few centre clearances of this quarter. So 9 goals, 8 plays 10 goals, 8. Ball in the middle now. Dawson gets another possession, but good pressure. We force the turnover. Gordon now in the middle of the SCG. Inside 50 now. 𝐴𝐵𝐸, sorry. Went up for that. And 𝐵𝐸 gives away high free. Unlucky there. He's not happy, perhaps. Miller have been really solid tonight in the Crows' defence. Miller are now out of the 50. Who can have a fly here? The young Toby Murray or Dawson. 𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴. Just a hand pass into space. Rowbottom hunts it well. Crushes his way through. Gives it now to 𝐵𝐸. Chance to redeem himself on the left shoe. Tom 𝐵𝐸, well done. Goal number 4. What a game he's having. All square again. Oh, how good. An AI-generated bloody banner of Tom 𝐵𝐸. Fucking hell. Nice from 𝐵𝐸. He's got 4. Yeah, I've really missed him. Really have missed him throughout this middle portion of the season. But that starts with that row bottom hunt. 50-50 ball. Crashes his way through. Well done. And no one on 𝐵𝐸 there whatsoever. He's all on his lonesome. He's up and about, 𝐵𝐸. Good stuff. All right, all square again. 68 apiece. Bloody hell. All right, ball back in the middle. Hit out from McAndrew. Slight fumble from 𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴. Who can win this one? Berry. Good tackle from Chad. Umpire's ball it is. Another ball up here in the middle. Both rucks go at it. No one can get a clean hit out. Grundy hunts his way in, but Berry gets the extraction. Well done. Hawker Hahn. Dawson. Snap around the corner. It's got to go here, Matty. Well done. That's a good mark from young Matty Roberts and half back. Gives the hands now to Gordon. He's going to attack corridor with this one. It works for Jordan. Takes a good skid. Now 𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴. His kick inside 50 in space here for 𝐵𝐸. Does it sit for him? Get out of the way, 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴. Oh, 𝐼𝐻𝐾𝐿𝐴 did really well. Well done. And he keeps the link in the chain alive here to Hawker Hahn and his non-preferred down the line. Edwards, does he have the leg here to keep up? Has to go in, Will Edwards. Fogarty, good ground level ball. Neil Bullen sort of leaves it behind him. Edwards goes in again and does well. Will Edwards, Sarong over the top. 𝐵𝐸. Jeez, who can win this important possession? Big 50-50 to 1 here. Sarong, maybe on his back, nothing given. Whew. Ball up in the midfield. Centre wing, I should say, excuse me. McAndrew with the hit out. 𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴. Good stuff there in the stoppage. Gets his arms free and has a bit of time to go down the line with this one. Not really the most advantageous kick. Slight fumble from 𝐵𝐸𝐿𝐴𝐴. Can't quite wrap him up there. He's been good tonight, 𝐵𝐸𝐿𝐴𝐴. The kick not so great though. So it'll be a last disposal free. Two great minds think alike. Jordan Lewis says Nate Kerr's been good tonight. Yeah, no, I said it first, mate. Only joking. 𝐓𝐿𝐷RICK now down the line. Could use it. Could do with a mark from Grundy. Oh, interesting slap back into space here for 𝐼𝐷RICK. Dumps it now inside 50, but we're well set here. Tom McCartan has some time and space to measure a kick. Out wide here for Rowbottom. Gordon provides some run. Doesn't want to go there. So he's just going to go along to a contest instead. Oh, Miller, good intercept mark. Looked like McLean fell. He's been disappointing tonight, McLean. Miller now down the line towards a contest of players. Spoils come, who's at ground level though. Mills, slight fumble. Dawson dumps it on the shoe. And that will do for the Crows, a forward 50 stoppage. (13-14). Still plenty of time in this game. 10 goals out apiece. 450 stoppage for the Crows, just inside their forward 50. Another ball in. So ball in, Grundy hits it down, Berry in front position, gets the possession, or dump it towards goal. It's a decent effort. Dangerous ball here, McCartan, Keys goes at it. Can he keep his feet? Good hands from Keys. Taylor, good smother from McCartan. And we don't concede actually a score here as Blanky will now dump it out of the 50. Good defence there. Ball to be won. Dawson can't quite take the mark. A good effort though from the skipper. Ground level ball. 𝐼𝐵𝐿𝐷RICK, good hands. Curtin, can he neaten up with a good kick here for Fogarty? Can't take it over his head. Ball still alive here potentially. 𝐼𝐷RICK, a soccer shot. Centering ball, no one at home. Roberts mops up out of the 50 now. Oh, this is a big one-on-one coming up. Rogers goes to ground. Bloody hell. McDonald now just needs to tackle and he does well. Dispossessed. Heaney now goes in. Almost with the one-handed pickup. That would have been nice. Oof, everything coming at a premium at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. 12-18 to play. McAndrew and Grundy. Grundy with a hit down. Slaps it right down to Peatling, and they'll get the inside 50 here, the Crows. The territory's been mostly won by the Crows this final quarter. McCartan tackled well from Murray. Umpire's ball. Coxie's not happy. Ball up here. McAndrew, great strength against Grundy there. Roberts. Umpire's ball. Yeah, definitely there against McAndrew. I was going to say, don't allow Grundy to go to the ball. So this will somewhat relieve some pressure, but we need to start winning some contests up the ground here. Adelaide's starting to get some repeat entries their way. As Grundy does go down the line. Not the greatest kick, to be honest. But ball in here. Worrell, yeah, does it looks a bit shaken up after that hit from Heaney. It's a good bump there. So ball in. Worrell, yeah, a bit shaken up after that Heaney hip and shoulder. So some slight territory gain for us, but it's still in our back half. So ball in here again. Berry blurs his way through. That's bad checking from us there. Berry goes with a deep kick to the square. All right, minor score. Crows in the lead. Jeez, you could see that from a bloody mile away, though. Berry was just... yeah, no one on him within a metre. At the front positioning as well. He's having a good game, Sam Berry. Adelaide by point. Mills now will clear out of the 50 here. Could do with a fly from Doss, the inanimate carbon rod tonight. Dispossesses 𝐓𝐿𝐷RICK. Curtin blasts his way through. Dumps it on the shoe. Bouncing ball. McCann has time to mop up here. So now out of the 50, he clears. 𝐼𝐵𝐿𝐷RICK, good body work there. Can't take the mark, though. Got to hunt this grand ball, lads. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐿 takes on a tackler. Got to wrap that one up. Inside 50. Keys can't quite take it. Ground level ball. Clever there from Fogarty. Keeps it alive here for Curtin. Ball to be won here. Campbell. Neil Bullen. Miss kick. Blakey's got to get rid of it. Just gets the kick away. Has to go in again, the Lizard. Chance for 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. He deserves a go. He's been solid, Luke 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. And he kicks a much needed one for the Crows. Big goal for Adelaide. And it's a reward for great forward pressure. Oh, that's a big goal. Crows now up by 7. Well, this fourth quarter has definitely been... Yeah, the pressure's been fantastic from the Crows this final quarter. Getting repeat entries up the ground. I mean, it's a relentless game of footy, but there we go. Blakey's kick, no good. Great hunt there, was that? Yep, Zach Taylor, the youngsters combining. And, yeah, deserves a goal. He's been fantastic tonight, 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. Snaps truly. So, Crows now got a handy point as well by 7. Well, let's see what happens, eh? It's been a high pressure, high octane, oh, not high octane, high pressure game, I should say. High octane's the absolute opposite of this. Adelaide by 7. Oh, McLean. Oh, my God, what a horrific turnover. My God. And Fogarty takes a mark. Oh, my God. McLean gets the clearance and he kicks it right to Braden Cook. Oh, jeez. Oh, dearie me. But what a mark from Fogarty. You'd think he kicks this. Oh, my God. Where is McLean going with that? Dearie me. He's set up a beautiful kick for Braden Cook. He's been disappointing, McLean tonight, but dearie me. Well, Fogarty, this might be, if he kicks this might be a bit too far for us. Can he kick truly here? Darcy Fogarty kicks truly. Big goal for the Crows. Is that enough? 9:40 to play. Margin now out over 10 points. 13 points it is. Four goals for the match. We've had Papley up one end with 4 and Fogarty down the other with 4. Still a bit of time, but yeah, they've won the inside 50 count this quarter, Adelaide. They've applied the pressure really well. We've been holding up okay defensively, but we just haven't been really able to find the exits up the ground. And now the onslaught's starting to come here a little bit. But, oh, geez, that kick from McLean's an absolute shocker. Catches Braden Cook in stride, and, oh, geez, it's a lovely inside 50 from Cook and a good goal from Fogarty to mark as well. Well, let's see what happens, 8. Might be too little too late. 9 minutes, we need a few goals. Everything's coming at a premium this final quarter. Both teams' pressure's been fantastic, though. Adelaide, it feels like they've wanted a bit more as they get another inside 50. They've stood up with the contested footy. Inside 50 here from Rankine. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴 taken over. So 13 points, 9:21 to play here. Adelaide probably goes in the shutdown mode, you'd think, sort of now. Get some numbers behind the ball, potentially. And they've taken their chance as well, the Crows, this final quarter. Let's actually have a look. So 2 goals, 5 in the third term for us, whilst for Adelaide, 3 goals, 1. There you go. That could potentially be the difference of this game. Sarong now. Just blasts a torpedo kick out of the 50. Good there from Campbell. But there you go, 14-3 inside 50s. Quarter hasn't been good enough from us. Heading the final term in the lead as well. Chart on the ground now. Time at 4.5, yeah, 88%. And that's been the difference. Adelaide have converted and taken their opportunities with this forward 50 dominance whilst we weren't quite able to in the third term. Anyway. And yeah, they've really stood up around the footy too. We've just constantly been second in some of these possessions. Chad, though, wins it back well. Hacks it on the shoe. Big ball to be won. Miller has been sensational tonight. 𝐻𝐿𝐿𝐴 leaves it behind him. Rankine's been neat in the middle and he wins the possession out here to 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴. Dumping ball. 𝘼𝐿𝐴 gets front position. Taps it back here. Neil Bullen takes on a tackle and that could be ball. Oh, that's unlucky. I thought that could have been ball. Maybe had a split second there. Well, 13 points. Probably need 3 goals. Still a bit of time, but just doesn't feel like we're getting any sort of service for the ball. Crows have been really good around the footy this final term, whilst we haven't really been able to go with them up the ground. Spore comes from 𝐼𝐴. Ball finds the boundary. I haven't got a single inside 50 the last 10 minutes, so it just goes to show. Another ball in here. Yeah, no, Swans supporter money, mate. Yeah, it feels like they're a little bit Peter as the season has gotten on. If we drop this game tonight and the results happen for the rest of the round, I think we still do sit in second, so we do want to start winning if we drop this. Still a little bit of time, though, but we haven't even got an inside 50 these last 10 minutes. Momentum not really in our favour here, but let's just see. 𝐓𝐴 dispossessed, 𝐿𝐴 dispossessed, 𝐓𝐴 socks it forward. Need to win one up the ground here. Campbell, shortly legged. No, nothing given. Yeah, he is. Okay. No, it's not going to be advantage. All right, well, chance to finally get some territory, I suppose. Need to get a goal soon if for any chance. Campbell now down the line. It's just an outnumber. Not enough numbers in that marking contest. Dawson, well done. Ball ace around the corner. Oh, 𝐓𝐴. Well done, I suppose. Campbell, that was clever. Into space here for 𝐼𝐴. Good bump there from Miller. Having a great night, probably in my votes, I'd say. 𝐼𝐴𝐶 now. Good pressure from Rankine. Gets the hands out, though, 𝐼𝐴. Well done, Adelaide defence. It's been sensational tonight. Ball up in the air. Berry, well, the other one really flew for it. Got some numbers here. The Crows, 𝐴𝐴. Good tackle. Geez, that's brilliant there from Rankine. That'll be in the review, you'd think, for the Crows. Ball up here. Good tackle from 𝐓𝐴. Umpire's ball. Jeez, look at the pressure factor. 2-2-2 to 2-3-3. Been a good scrap, but the fourth quarter so far could be costly. Just haven't stood up in the contest. Up the ground. 𝐼𝐴 kick smothered. It looks pretty fatigued out there, 𝐼𝐴𝐶. Dawson keeps the ball in play. McAndrew over the top here. Now Neil Bullen just dumps a kick down the line. And this one probably out in the full or last disposal free. Take your pick. 6:30 to go. We have to go here. 𝐼𝐴𝐶. Twisting, turning back here. Edwards just dump it on the shoe, son. Big kick. We need one. Inside 50. 𝐼𝐴. Good mark. All right. Needs to go for goals or find Charlie or something. He's going to go to 𝐼𝐴𝐶. Not a great kick. Not a great kick. Ball ace, a great intercept mark, but it just wasn't advantageous to him. Yeah, the use inside 50 has been a real letdown this afternoon too, so I think that's also been what could also cost us tonight. Just haven't been as clinical whilst the Crows have, especially late on. Rankine now down the line. Blanky, a big spoil. Ball in. So 5:50 to play. We need 3 goals. I don't know if I see it coming, to be honest. Mills now around the corner, snapping ball. This one will drop short of 𝐼𝐴. Ball to be won here at ground level. Coming a nice pick up. Takes it over. Pull in. Oh, well. I think, the side of the game probably didn't help us too, being down by a few goals. So that's probably, yep. It's sort of come back to haunt us in a way as well, given the margin. 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐴 now. Good ground level pick up. Oh, Tom 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐴. What an effort. Geez, it's been good tonight. Well, that's good for the back run of the season. 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐴 in some form. Minor score. All right, well, potentially a handy point, like 5:21 to play. 2-goal game. Just need to try and lock it in here. Coming now. Well, blast out of the 50 here for the Crows. Blanky, I think he flies for this one. Oh, what an intercept mark. And he plays on the lizard. Just dumps a hand pass to 𝐴𝐴. Needs to blast on the shoe, and he does. No composure on it, though. Well defended there again for the Crows, but the kick's not great. Edwards will drop the mark. Ah, it's another drop mark from Edwards. Deary me, and now Keys can get on the end of this one. He'll keep the soccer alive here. We've got the numbers, though. Do have the numbers. Tom McCartan. Mills, well done. Chips into the space here for Bice. He's got to go here, Rolls. Shares a good first name, but the kick's no good. McAndrew, he's been super tonight. I mean, Grundy's been solid too. Bad kick from Bice, though. Oh, it's been overall a really disappointing fourth term. Have the lead. Haven't really stood up in the contest. I mean, the pressure's been great, but Adelaide have just been that bit better. Now in board here to Miller up. Miller are now inside 50. 𝐓𝐴𝐞𝐞, can he have a fly? Can't quite take it. Bice now at ground level. Just dinks a soccer into space. Rampy doesn't even go get the pill, though. Keep it in, Ramps. Oh, jeez, Rampy could have kept that one bloody in play. 4:04 to play. So shallow ball in. Sheldrick extracts the hands out. Now Bullen gets that one first. Rampy with a big soccer, but the kick's no good. So last disposal free coming up. Overall, it's looking like a really disappointing fourth quarter. Like, we just haven't really stood up in the contest. Adelaide have dominated the inside 50s, and we've fallen flat. Like, the effort's been pretty good. The response good, but unfortunately, it's another failed test against the top 5 side. So, but again, close margin. Game really cool to go either way. Game and the balance were at least responded well after the first term, but perhaps the writing is on the wall. Oh, big mark from 𝐓𝐴𝐞𝐞. Melissa will do it. Big mark from 𝐓𝐴𝐞𝐞. It is. Disappointing. Disappointing. Let's have a look at some of the stats, but yeah, contested ball. No one contested. It was +10 in favour of the Crows the three-quarter time, +16. So that's been a big stat in favour of the Crows. 𝐓𝐴𝐞𝐞 goes bang. Oh, what a kick! Put an exclamation point on it. What a goal from 𝐓𝐴𝐞𝐞. Adelaide will get the chocolate. It's a big win for the Crows. They've been sensational tonight. Let's have a look at the live ladder. This will push them into the top 4 for now. So, yeah, like we'll stay in second. Good scrap tonight by the Crows. They've won it more. They've been fantastic. I think the defence for the most part all night long has been brilliant. And fourth quarter, contested footy were fantastic. Dominated inside 50s. We couldn't really win many contests up the ground. Well, disappointing loss. I mean, the game was in the balance up till three-quarter time. We've really fallen flat this fourth term. Really haven't shown much of a strike. I mean, apart from the 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐴 goal, which was clever. It's been a really disappointing final quarter. But yeah, Adelaide have also been very clinical too. 5 goals won this final term. Well, that'll be the game. Still a bit of time to go. Chad Warner. Soccer's at forward. Goulden now. Hunt's in okay. Lacked a bit of composure as well. Like some of our looked really rushed this fourth term with some of our disposals. It's like there's 30 seconds left on the clock. Coming around the corner, but a very good mature win as well for the Crows though. Spoil from 𝐓𝐴𝐞𝐞. Ball in. Well, let's have a look at their games for next week for both sides. Crows have got the Pies at home. Of course, these games at the Adelaide Oval between Collingwood are bloody intense. So that one could really go either way. And yeah, I don't know what kind of Giants side we're going to get next week. They've been very volatile this season, but against the top sides, they've played great footy. So yeah, no, this has been a great win from the Crows. They've simply wanted it more. Like their contest work in the fourth term's been way better than ours. We've constantly just been second in the ball, and yeah, disappointing because the third quarter is very good from us. We really restricted the Crows' ball movement and stuff, but fallen flat his fourth term. Roberts now down the line, bit of a nothing kick. 𝐼𝐚𝐭𝐞 takes on a would-be tackler. 𝐓𝐴𝐷𝐷 now. Well, let's not have another one pile up on us, I suppose. Rampy, there's that mark. Will be paid. But geez, you know, against the top 5, it hasn't been good enough this season. Just where we lie, we are just results-wise, just flat-track bullies this year. But again, off this throw loss, off this Crows loss, plenty good to take out of it, I suppose. 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐼, oh, not a bad effort. Bouncing hand pass. Snap around the corner for number 5. 𝐴𝐷𝐷𝐿𝐼. 𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐼. Oh, wow. Oh, jeez, what an effort from Paps. 17 points. Minute to play. So 59 seconds to play. Yeah, Charlie really disappointing tonight, Taj, eh? Yeah, and it hasn't really felt like Phil have been a top 4 side at all. Like, it's good we've banked the wins early in the season, but yeah, perhaps the writing's on the wall. Perhaps the writing is on the wall. Not too long, Bow, mate. 50 seconds. Yeah, exactly right, Phil, mate. Haven't stood up in the contest this final quarter. 3 goals 7, 5 goals 4 as well. Like, they've been that bit more clinical as well. Well, a lot more clinical, I should say. Said all along. Yeah, it does feel like that, unfortunately, Novak. It's not a fun one to cop, but you know, we set ourselves up still in the top 4. Hopefully, if we can stay in for a crack in September, but yeah, just against this top 5, not good enough. Well, 𝐵𝐿𝐼 can add his 5th potentially, probably on the cusp of his range here. The Papster goes bang to the top of the square and rush through for a minor score. So 16 points. Up the Crows. Yeah, no, enjoy the win, mate. Fantastic win from your boys, Mikey, mate. Yeah, in the top 4, they've been peaking at the right time, Adelaide. The defence tonight was fantastic. I mean, on cue here, Wayne Miller, what a performance. I think he's probably one of my best on ground. He composed all night long and yeah, stood firm in the contest when Adelaide were under siege in that third quarter especially. So, you know, I thought he was one of the Crows' best tonight. Saligo very strong. Dawson a little bit ineffective. 𝐵𝐿𝐼 did the job, but yeah, 𝐵𝐿𝐼 was probably the match winner in that final term. Very important goals late, but hey, it was there to be won, but unfortunately just didn't stand up in the contest. The Crows, their contest and pressure was fantastic, but yeah, we fall flat. 16 points it is. Another foul test against a top 6 side. The Crows get the chocolates by 16 points. 10 goals, 11 plays, 13 goals, 9. Well, it was a good response after quarter time. Given, well, 20 points down, it was looking pretty grim. Adelaide moved the ball far too easily. Good response from us after quarter time, though, up the pressure, up the ante, and rain came down, so it was always going to be a relentless sort of game of footy from contest to contest. But, oh, such a disappointing final quarter, up by a goal. But Adelaide wanted it more. The contest work outdid us and couldn't even get any territory whatsoever. So their pressure and defence really stood up, the Crows. Pretty clinical as well, Adelaide, kicking, I think it was 5 goals. What was it even in the final? Was it 5 goals 1? Yeah, 5 goals 1. Like, there you go. That wins you the game. Simple as that. Taking your chances whilst we kicked, I think it was 2 goals 5 that third term. So, disappointing. Another poor fourth quarter, just like last week too against the Dockers. Like, there's quite a bit of good we did tonight and some with Freo last week, but we've fallen flat in the fourth term. So, but yeah, impressive win from the Crows, but for us, yeah, couldn't stand tall in the contest. Very disappointing from us. Clearances plus 13 in favour of Adelaide, so there you go. I mean, they were holding up well in their back line. I thought they got a lot of clearances from those forward 50 stoppages we got in the third term. Contested footy. There you go, plus 18. I think it was, no, sorry, plus 17. It was plus 10 at three-quarter time, so. Oh, disappointing, but, well, we responded at least. After quarter time. 10 marks to 4 inside 50. That's a big stat in favour of Adelaide, though. Our execution inside 50, very disappointing. Didn't really have much of a cutting edge. But, I mean, 𝐵𝐿𝐼 was great, though. He was able to half a few contests and kick some lovely goals. So, again, like, I think 𝐵𝐿𝐼 and Campbell showed some really good signs tonight. So I think he's going to be really important for the back stretch of the season. Yeah, no, I thought he was pretty clean at ground level when he had when he had time, and started off really well too. So
Yeah, 20 touches for Campbell up the ground. Usually a player doesn't really get many disposals, so I think he's one to keep an eye on these next few weeks. But yeah, like it's disappointing. Like it's an AFL test against the top side, but it's perhaps where we're at this season. But it's not like we're playing absolutely awful football. Like we've been playing still some pretty good darn footy throughout patches. But yeah, just haven't been able to quite strike it for 4 quarters against these good sides. Perhaps it is what it is. Yeah, Norris, Phil, mate, take care. Have a good rest of your night. Yeah, 𝐸𝐿 quite a night. I suppose he drew quite one after the form he's in, so it happens. But no, the keys for the Crows are very good, like Ball Ace and Mark Keane. Worrell was really sound as well. So yeah, keeping us to 7 on points. We're one of the highest scoring sides this year. That's a big win for Adelaide as well defensively. We'll see what happens, eh? But again, like I just don't really have much trust on this side if it can really go all the way. Midfield really failed to stand up that final quarter and really get any ascendancy forward of the ball. But we'll see what happens these next few weeks. Like I think off the footy we've been playing, like we've been playing some good sides. I think surely the wins can start coming soon against some weaker sides these next 5 weeks, but disappointing. Like I probably do expect us to bounce back, and look, if we get a top 2 spot, that's what it is. But the real concern is like how are we really going to go in September? The game was there to be won, but yeah, disappointing loss. But very good win for the Crows. I'll go for 3-2-1 votes. Miller I thought was bog. 2 for Fogarty, stood up late, and then 1 vote. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 had a really solid outing. I'll give 1 vote to Paps though. Papley was really good. 4 goals too. Probably could have kicked 5 if you didn't stuff up that snapping shot. And that's the thing is on the third quarter, like Papley's got to bloody slot that, and in a game where goals are coming at a premium. So yeah, it's looking like a bit of a facade for us, I think, this season. But hey, it is what it is. Good signs tonight with some players, as I say again, Campbell. Rowbottom had a big second half, but yeah, perhaps the writing's on the wall, eh? Next week against the Giants, we'll fire up for that. How many fights are we going to be saying next week, eh? There's going to be fucking plenty, I reckon. Toby Green's going to bloody be given some, I reckon. When's that one? Is that Saturday Twilight? So stay tuned for that one next week, lads. But yeah, I felt this one could really go either way. I thought we'd respond tonight, like really bring the pressure in. To be fair, we did for probably not 4 quarters though. The first quarter probably killed us ultimately, but yeah, the fourth term, the midfield and the contest work didn't stand up. Adelaide wanted it more, and there you go, tougher and cleaner. So yeah, the volatile midfield warriors and continue for this team, I think, in 2026. Bring up from reserves. Oh look, I thought our defence stood up quite firm. Like Edwards and McCartan, I thought had really solid games, but again, Adelaide executed really well. The big issue for me in that final quarter is we couldn't win any contests up the bloody ground. Like losing the inside 50s by 10 in the final term. A lot of that has to do with the midfield and the contest work up the ground. Like I thought we stood up okay at times. They were under a bit of siege that final quarter. Like Edwards, I thought had a much better second half, and McCartan like big in the third quarter. He was pretty solid. So, but no, good win for the Crows. I think yeah, they're really sharpening up as a potential contender. Like the pressure and the contest work. That's where it really stands up in finals footy. So let's see how far they can really go. They'll be a team that will really want to try and get a top 4 spot again and redeem themselves. But yeah, defensively they were very good tonight. Similar to Adelaide, to Fremantle last week, they're mopping up our inside 50 injuries were very good. But again, like we need to get to work in that area. But the inside 50s from us the last 2 weeks just haven't been good enough. Anyways, have a good rest of your night, lads. Have a good weekend. Rest of the round. Let's have a look. Pretty interesting round. I think there's a few sort of like you expect Fremantle to smash up on Port, given Port's injuries, but stranger things have happened. Melbourne against North. I think North give the D's a scrap. Both these sides can play some close games. I think North can pip them in a close one maybe, but you'd think the D's, they're humming. Keen for the Carlton-Collingwood game. That one could really go either way. Expect a bounce back for the Blues last week. Brisbane, you expect them to get the job done against the Eagles. And then Hawks, Watson back in. They'll be fired up against the Tigers. The Gold Coast Dogs game is a really interesting one, I reckon. Like, that one, both teams are very hard to trust. Very hard to trust. Very vulnerable teams. I think Gold Coast at home maybe surely your response, and then you think the Giants will, kick a big score against the Dons. But, Essendon can actually play some decent games against the Giants, but like they did earlier this year. Anyways, lads, have a good rest of your night. And, stay tuned on the channel. Take care.